everyone, what's happening? It's Sal, Stretford Post. How you all doing? And welcome to the live watch along between Manchester United and Manchester City and under-18s FA Youth Cup final, guys. Lots of history here, guys. This is what we're all about. Ignore the folks trying to play down this game. This is all about the future. This is all about what Manchester United is. This is our heritage. It's what we're all about, guys. We're here to enjoy the game. We hope Man United do a good job on Manchester City today. Looking at that Man United lineup, there's lots of excitement there. There's lots of players I like to see. I want to see today, guys. I'm going to get into the lineups for you guys real quickly. Let me just get into these lineups real quickly, guys. Let me just put this on. Bear me a second. So let's look at the lineups between the two sides, guys. If you look at the lineups there, these are the lineups between the two sides. Let's start with Man United. We've got Brian Hughes in goal. Guys, Kukunki, highly rated, of course. Lots of people in the community have been talking about Kukunki quite a lot, of course, guys. We've got Mills and Armour as the two centre-backs. Left-sided centre-back, Mills, of course, going to be looking at him. We've got Halalu as the right-back. We've got Jim Thwaites, of course, highly rated. I've done a video about Jim Thwaites not too long ago, of course. With Cormac as the left-sided centre-back, centre midfield. We got JJ Gabriel who's going to be drifting left and right on that attacking third. And guys, absolutely. Then we've got Amir Ibrahimov in the centre, Ajayi on the right attacking midfielder, and then we've got Obi Mikel up front, guys. A very, very attacking, strong lineup for Man United, to be honest with you. It's a very, very exciting lineup for Man United. In regards to substitute, we've got Heath in goal, Overy, Plunkett, McAvoy, Brown, Lasale, and Bradbury, guys, there. Overy's already had a game for Man United in the past, of course. Going on to Manchester City, look, you may have heard of players like Wayne, players like McAdoo. Those kind of players have already played for Manchester City in the first team, of course. So they've got Hudson in goal, Wayne left back, Drake, Branthwaite, Headley, Miles, McAdoo, Floyd Samba, Lamb, Tyrone Samba, and Heskey. Guys, any relation to Emil Heskey? I don't know. In regards to the bench, they've got Vickery, the goalkeeper, Courtman, Tevenen, Kasim, Gorman, Parker, and Midwood. Looking at this Man United team, guys, look at that front line. That is the future of Manchester United. I'm looking at that front and I'm thinking, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is the future of Manchester United, guys. So excited to see JJ Gabriel today. Amir Ibrahimov, of course, Ajadi as well. Jim Thwaites as well, that midfielder there. Free kicks as good as Beckham. They say, guys, they say, haven't seen free kicks like this in the youth team since David Beckham. Guys, let's wait and see. Of course, maybe we'll get a free kick today and maybe we'll see an absolute brilliant free kick from Jim Thwaites today. Let's wait and see, guys. But yeah, look, you know, Man United look a very, very decent outfit. Kukunki, I'm looking forward to seeing as well. Of course, can play left-sided centre-back, can play left-back as well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him. I'm looking also forward to seeing the Palafu, the right-back. Obviously, Man United have struggled at right-back position. So I'm very interested to see what Man United can bring, guys, on the right-back position. Now, it's very important historically that Man United win this game because we have had, you know, our history, the class of 92, they won these games. These were the games that created their legacy, so to speak, from the beginning, isn't it? So I think it's very important that Man United win this game. And you know what? Some of those players you may see next season, guys. Some of those players you may see next season. And you know what? It's only going to help Man United if, for example, you know, some of these players do very well and then they can come through the ranks, guys, in the first team next season. You know, so this is a perfect opportunity for them. Let's go and win this tournament. And you know what? All you can do as a youth player is win tournaments, is win. And you know what? Get trophies. Get that feel for trophies, you know, from a young age. And I think that's what we need to do. It's something we haven't done since the class of 92. We need to start winning these trophies more consistently. And then you're going to see a lot more of these players coming through because they will have the right mentality. When they come through, they're going to have the right mentality. They're going to have that winning vibe, that winning feeling that you get from a young age, guys. So, look, for me, this is a very important game for Manchester United, a really big, important game, not only for the youth team, but for also the first team as well, because the likes of Jim Thwaites and Kukunki, you know, these players are in line to come through. JJ Gabriel, of course, we're going to see him next season. Of course, we're going to see him next season. One of the best young players in the world, I think. Guys, he's already broken records in regards to the youth team. So excited to this. I know we're playing at the Joel Stadium. I know it's annoying that we're playing with only 7,000 fans because Manchester City couldn't fit up their stadium, the Etihad. You know, I know that. Should have played it at Old Trafford, to be honest with you. I guarantee you there'll be 60,000 there today. If they played this game at Old Trafford, there'll be 60,000 fans there today. Absolutely. You know, but unfortunately, we're playing at 7,000 youth team stadium, unfortunately. And you know what? That's just Manchester City for you, in a nutshell. You know what I mean? They don't. I mean, I've seen fans online, Manchester City content creators and all that, talking about how, you know, it doesn't really matter and this and that. Why are you taking this so seriously? That shows you exactly what a tin pot club they are and why they don't feel like the youth team is important for them. Of course, they buy players, don't they? They don't really make players, do they? But look, guys, overall, I'm really looking forward to seeing the game. I'm really looking forward to seeing some talent, you know, that can come through the ranks at Man United. Nothing better than bringing through our own, you know, at Manchester United and you know, not just going out there and buying the best player, but actually bringing through a player and they become a superstar, of course, guys. It's a nostalgic feeling for me. Obviously, I remember the class of 92 quite clearly. Obviously, I was old enough, unfortunately. I remember the class of 92 quite clearly, and it was a very, very good time. Of course, let me just say hello to the community. I hope everyone is doing well, though. Hope everyone is blessed, of course, guys. Eden Ephraim, hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Big up, Rajat. How you doing, my friend? Guys, good to see you. Of course, big up, my friend Rajat. What time do they play? They play in a minute, mate. Literally, they play at 7 p.m. UK time. But this is the place to watch it. Not on YouTube, a proper analysis of proper football, of course, guys. Big up, everyone. You can have me in the background. You can have your YouTube on if you want, guys. Absolutely. What's up, everybody? What's up, Sal? Locked in and loaded over here, bro. Big up, my friend. Big up, my friend. Good to see everyone in the stream, of course, guys. We got a really, really, you know, good feel about, you know, looking at the future of Man United. The teams are coming out now, guys. Very important, guys. Look, youth football is important for me. Like, you know, I understand what Man United's heritage is all about. It's all about Manchester United's heritage. It's all about where Man United go, you know what I mean, in the future. And look, we got a lot of work to do in the summer. The first team, we got a lot of work to do in the summer. Do you know what I mean? And what I would say is that if Man United, look, not every player is going to make it, but if Man United can unearth a couple of gems, right, next season, a few of those teams, a few of those players, but a couple, even one player, even if it's a bonus, a couple of those players can get into the first team next season. It's only going to be a bonus, guys. Absolutely. Big up, Jan Grant. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Of course, good to see you. Very good to see you, of course, my friend. Watching it here with the Manchester United family, my friend. Absolutely, guys. Watching it here with the Manchester United family. Big up, everyone, of course, guys. Absolutely. Yeah. No one needs to know it's on where it is, Raja, at the end of the day. Watch it here, my friend. Let's not sacrifice our stream. We got a big stream here. We got a good community here. Let's not start saying, oh, it's on YouTube. We don't want to know about YouTube. We want to know about a proper Man United fan over here, guys. Absolutely. JJ Gabriel, looking forward to seeing him today, guys. Absolutely. Ibrahimov, looking forward to seeing him as well. Absolutely as well, guys. Looking forward to seeing it, of course, guys. But this is the place to be. Big up everyone who's joined me today. I really appreciate you. Smash a like on the way in, guys. If you could do that for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. It could have sold 60,000 at Old Trafford. You know that 60, 70,000, it could have sold quite easily at Old Trafford. Yeah, very, very easily. But unfortunately, we had to play it in this small little stadium, of course, guys. You know what I mean? Joel, because of Manchester City. Because of Manchester City. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, is that, Jan Grant, are you sure you're streaming the game? Because I'm not streaming the game. I'm doing a watch along. It's called a watch along, Jan Grant. I do watch alongs for Manchester United. I do watch alongs. That's what I do. I talk through games and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I talk through them as a guy who knows people at the football club. It's good to get a free analysis, a proper analysis from a proper Manchester United fan. I know where it is, where you can watch it and stuff like that, my friend. Absolutely. I know where you can watch it, but you can watch me here. If you want to watch me here, that's absolutely fine. You know what I mean? You'll get someone who a real Man United fan, you know, who's been to over 500 games, analysing it with you, and you can get some expert opinion, of course, guys. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to watch it somewhere else. That's fine. It's up to you. But thank you, everyone who's joining me. And thank you, everyone who's supporting the football channel. The channel, of course, guys, those who've been here a long time know all about Stretford Post and stuff like that, of course, guys. Absolutely. Manchester is indeed red, guys. Manchester will always be red. This is why we could have sold Old Trafford out in this game. In a massive Premier League encounter, title encounter, guys, Manchester City couldn't even sell out their stadium. Do you know what I mean? They couldn't even sell out their stadium. You know what I mean, guys? Absolutely. Absolutely. They couldn't even sell out this stadium in a massive Premier League encounter. It's unbelievable. It's embarrassing, to be honest with you, when I saw it. You know, they ain't officially out of the title race yet. There they are, like, you know what I mean? Empty stadiums and all sorts. It's ridiculous, isn't it, guys? It really is. Absolutely. It is Emil Heskey's son, by the way, playing for Manchester City. I just wanted to clarify that. It is Emil Heskey's son. He plays in the attack, left midfield attack for Manchester City. So that is his son. I thought so. I thought so, definitely. Decent player in his day. However, he played for Liverpool, didn't he? He played for Liverpool. He's a decent player in his day, but you know what I mean. The final of the Youth Cup, of course, guys, lots of history in regards to this, in regards to Manchester United and the class of 92 and what we did back in them days, of course, guys, absolutely. But guys, anything here, Stretford Post, you want to talk about any transfer news, anything, we're here, all ears. We can talk, we can discuss Manchester United's future, of course. And let's not forget, you may see some of these players next season as well, guys. Do you know what I mean? You may see some of these players next season as well. Absolutely. So who knows? Some of them might shine. I'm definitely going to see JJ Gabriel next season. That's for certain. You're going to see JJ Gabriel. JJ Gabriel is going to be there next season. Don't worry about that. Do you know what I mean? Chida Obi as well. Looking forward to seeing him play. Of course, haven't seen him for a little while. Guys, Ajayi as well. What a front line, though, that is. What a front line. I look at that and I think JJ Gabriel, Ajayi, you know, Amir Ibrahimov. No, I mean, come on, guys. We've got a future there. Do you know what I mean? We should start bringing them through. I really do. It seems like forever, though, Amir Ibrahimov and players of that ilk have been playing for Man United. It seems like for a long time, isn't it? For years, it seems like they've been playing for a long time, isn't it, guys? Absolutely. Yeah. Big up everyone in the stream. Michael Carrick is at the stadium, by the way, guys. He's there in the stadium. Guys, he's in the stadium. Michael Carrick is in the stadium. Big up Michael Carrick, who's there, of course. Big up. Good to see him there. Good to see him there. He had to be there, guys. It's the final. You've got to be there. You've got to be there, guys. Absolutely. Guys, Luke Shaw is also there. Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes is also there. I see there. Johnny Evans is there as well. We got Omar Barada is also there. I've seen him in the crowd as well, guys. There's lots of all names. And the A-list, guys, the A-list is here at the game, guys, today. Absolutely. They're ready to impress, guys. They're ready to impress, of course. Referee is Tom Nilt. Lacey is more under 23s, right, Sal, or does he count as under? He's more like a first-team player at the moment. It's true. He is more like that. And Lacey hasn't been entirely fit, and I wouldn't be surprised if Sheer Lacey is on the bench at the weekend. Rajat, he might be on the bench at the weekend against Nottingham Forest. I think Rajat that Sheer Lacey will be playing against Nottingham Forest. Will be playing some part against Nottingham Forest. I think he will be playing. I think it's very important that Man United now, the fact that we basically solidified third place. I think it's very important that Man United actually play some of these youngsters now. At least the last couple of games, play a couple of youngsters. Let's give them a chance. Shea Lacey, the Fletchers as well, not for Jack Tyler Fletcher. Of course, these two players as well, you know, who've had first team football. And it'd be great to see them in a competitive environment in the Premier League. I would like to see Shea Lacey, of course, guys. Absolutely. You can watch it on YouTube, my friend, if you want to watch it on YouTube. But if you want to join me on here with Stretford Post, with the fans, with the community, this very, very great community, my friend, you're more than welcome, my good guy, if you want to do that. But it is free on YouTube if you want to watch it. But if you want to watch me, if you want to watch the match at the same time with my commentary, that's absolutely fine. I would very much appreciate it. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel if you can do that for me. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, my friend. Ephraim. It will be a very interesting game. It will be. Man United generally have Manchester City's number when it comes to youth. Manchester United have Manchester City's number. We know how to beat them. Absolutely. Big up, my friend, Jaspin. What's going on, my friend? First time I've come across your channel. Looking forward to seeing your content. Thank you so much, Jaspin. Really good to see you. I really appreciate you. Welcome to the family. Welcome to Manchester United, Stretford Post, of course. And really appreciate you. Thank you. Enjoy it. We have a good time here. You know, we got a good community, and onwards and upwards, guys, for Manchester United next season. That's what we're looking forward to. That's all we're looking forward to at the moment with Michael Carrick's army, of course, guys. What do you think of the Michael Carrick appointment anyway? What's your feelings about the Michael Carrick appointment? Are you happy about that? Do you have your reservations? Are you a little bit skeptical about it? I mean, lots of people, it just split decisions, isn't it? It's like it's split the fan base in two, hasn't it? Again, as usual, the fan base is split in two and stuff like that. Here we go, guys. The game is ready to go, guys. Manchester United against Man City in the FA Youth Cup Final 2026. Let's do this, guys. Should have been at a bigger stadium, for goodness sake. Manchester City, what are you playing at? It's unbelievable. Honestly, I mean, typical, isn't it? Guys, we're ready for kickoff. Let's go, guys. Hope everyone is doing well on the stream, guys. Don't forget to smash a like on the video if you guys can do that for me, and also subscribe to the channel. We're underway, guys. Come on, United. Let's get this in. Let's do this. And already cleared away. Let's keep it tight. The opening exchange is very important to keep it tight, keep it solid. Don't give away anything, any possession and stuff like that. I think it's very important that we do that. Manchester City will be looking to start quickly. A Man United player is already on the floor. It's Obi Mikel, Chido Obi Mikel, of course. Chido Obi, as we know, of course, as all of us know, of course. All actors are here. Big up, my friend. Good to see you. Big up, Bobby. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing good. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Thank you, everyone who joined me on Sam's channel earlier on, guys. Don't forget to join us every single Thursday, guys, with us and stuff like that. Absolutely. Big up, Bobby. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. It means a lot. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. I thought I'd watch it with you guys. I want to watch the game with you guys. I want your guys' opinions. I want your guys' feelings about certain players in this youth team. Who do you think should be the next one through? It's a very big game. This is a pressured game for these guys. You know what I mean? So it'd be a very good kind of education to know what's the mentality of some of those players. You know what I mean? Hope it's a very competitive game. Let's go Manchester United. Big up Raja. Absolutely. Let's go Manchester United. Let's do this, guys. Big up everyone in the stream, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to smash a like on the way in, guys. Darren Fletcher, of course, the manager, had a couple of games at Manchester United, but rather regrettably, though, I would say, because obviously we got knocked out the FA Cup, didn't we? You know what I mean? Very early against Grimsby. So, yeah, less about that, the better, of course, guys. The less about that, the better. Absolutely. So, throw into Manchester United. Wayne. Jim Thwaites, of course. I've done a video about Jim Thwaites on my YouTube channel about his free kicks, about his ability. I'm really looking forward to seeing him today at close quarters. I can't look, guys. Listen, guys. Honest to God, honestly, there are empty seats in the stadium. I'm really disappointed, to be honest with you, because if this was at Old Trafford, it would have been full up. So, which player do you think will break into the first team? I've got a few. I think Kukunki will eventually break in because he's a left-sided player as well. He's playing left back today, by the way. I think Jim Thwaites, very good. Obviously, JJ Gabriel, of course, is going to break in. Chida Obi probably break in eventually. Those players will probably break in. Obviously, Shea Lacey's a little bit advanced, a little bit further on. He's already going to be in the squad at the weekend. So we may see a few of those players break into the squad next season. And to be honest with you, we need it because it's only going to help the squad, isn't it? It's only going to help with the numbers and stuff, which we need. And when we're in the League Cup, the FA Cup, the Champions League, and the Premier League, we're going to need as many players as we want. Here come Man City on the left-hand side. Very important that we keep the open exchanges nice and quiet, McAdoo. It's very important we don't concede early. Very, very important we don't concede early, guys. Absolutely not. Hopefully. Long ball there. And it's straight out for a throw into Manchester United. Let's remember, guys, this game has to be ended today. The game has to end today. There has to be a winner today, guys. And hopefully that's Manchester United lifting the FA Youth Cup. Of course, it adds to the vibe, guys. A lot of people will say, I don't want to watch this. It's a youth game and stuff like that. I've seen a lot of people doing that. I mean, like, come on, guys. Like, you know, you've got to support the kids, man. You've got to support the future of the football club. That's what we're all about. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Not many clubs are like Man United. This is the thing. Not many clubs are like Man United. They don't. Our heritage is completely different. This is why we're different. You know what I mean? I was a little bit wayward that one. Here come United. Good play. Corner United. Corner United, guys. Corner to United already. Come on. That was Amir Ibrahimov. Very impressive, Amir Ibrahimov, over the last year, 2 years. I think he's been a standout performer, to be honest with you. I think he's been brilliant. I don't know why Man United don't give him an opportunity because every time I've seen him, he's been phenomenal for me, honestly. He should at least be on the bench, of course. Definitely. Anyway, it's a corner to Manchester United and it's cleared away. Headed back into the mix. Rajat. Big up Rajat. Kukunki looks like he's a great potential, so probably he can make it. He can. The thing with Kukunki, he looks way older than he is. He looks much older than he is. I mean, he's an absolute beast. He's huge, isn't he? So yeah, I mean, like there's a few there. Jim Thwaites, Kukunki, JJ Gabriel, of course, Chida Obi. Those players definitely gonna go far. I am really looking forward to seeing a couple of more players in the squad, guys. Obviously, I'm looking forward to the right back situation as well. You know, I'm looking forward to that, guys. Hello, Lou, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. I think that important that we look at right back, because I'm looking at positions that Man United need right now at this very moment in time, what players that Man United need. For example, the right back situation, the left back situation, the midfield situation. And it'd be great if we can bring through those, because as Alex Ferguson said, as Alex Ferguson once said, guys, you don't give youth a chance, they stagnate and they drift away. Do you know what I mean? So, let's hope that these players don't stagnate, of course, guys, absolutely. And they get an opportunity. Is ever dream of again, Amir, he likes to be called, the number 7, famous shirt, of course, Manchester United have put that shirt through the mud over the years, haven't they? They have put this shirt through the mud, that shirt through the mud. So the right back is Halafu, guys. He's a player who I'm looking at the moment. I want to see what I'm looking for in regards to the left back and the right back. I want to see proactivity. I want to see the players going forward. I want to see them creating and things like that. Absolutely. Ephraim, we have a great record in this competition. Yes, it's our bread and butter. Oh, it's a header and it's just wide. Kokonki can be a great addition in the first team as well. I mean, I would love that. Kieran, big up yourself. Hope you're doing well. Really good to see you. I really do think that Kokonki will be a good addition to Manchester United next season. I think Jim Thwaites as well. I mean, I'm looking at Jim Thwaites like proper free kick, dead ball specialist. We do need that at Man United, to believe it or not. A dead ball specialist. And I think Jim Thwaites would definitely go far as well. Obviously, JJ Gabriel is going to be an absolute superstar, of course. He's breaking records in the youth team. He just needs to get in the team now. He just needs to get in the squad next season. And it's no better time than the present. And wouldn't it be great though if Bruno stays at Man United, and he can kind of nurture the team, nurture some of those young players into the team and slowly integrate them into the team? Wouldn't that be great? It would be amazing. Raja, wait, last time I won it, Garnacho was amazing in that game. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, look, what happens is that it's like these youth teams, right? It's a bit like handing over a baton, isn't it? It's up to you how far you want to progress, how well you want to do. It's how hard you want to work. Some players, when they sign that first contract for Manchester United, they think they've made it, when it's actually just the start. That's the start. That's the beginning. I don't know if you watched the Casemiro interview with Rio Ferdinand this week, and he was talking about Kobe Mainoo, and he was saying, Casemiro was saying, well, you know what? It's up to him how hard he wants to work. You see what I mean? That is very telling what he said there. If he wants it, if he wants to work hard, that is very important what he said there. It's so key what he said there, because at the end of the day, he's basically saying he's a very good player, but he needs to work hard. And this is the youth of today, what they need to remember. You sign that contract, it's the beginning, right? Then you have to obviously get better and better. So I'm old enough to remember the class of 92. Of course, I remember when the class of 92, they used to stay behind in training and practice their craft. Even when they were winners, title winners, FA Cup winners and stuff like that, they would stay behind and practice and get better. You know what I mean? And that's what they would do. And I don't think these players quite do that these days. I think we need to work harder. Absolutely, definitely. And hopefully some of these players know that, and hopefully the mentality would change. Absolutely. I want to see a connection. Hold on, it's Man City chance. Cleared away from United. There was a good chance there for Man City. I want to see a connection between the youth team and the first team in regards to the way we play. I want to create a philosophy, right? Like Barcelona, to an extent, Real Madrid, and these kind of teams, especially Barcelona. What they do is they have a philosophy from a young age. So they, throughout the ranks, they play a certain style of football. So whoever goes into that football team, the first team, they already know how they're going to play, where they're going to play, the tactics and everything like that. I think this is what Man United need to implement at our football club. Play it one way, and have that way from the youth team all the way to the top, so that when we bring through youth players, they know exactly their job. And that's what I would say about that. I think that's what we should do. Absolutely. Yeah. Guys, still 0-0. About 10 minutes have gone on the clock, guys, in this encounter, in this FA Youth Cup final, of course, guys. Very, very good to see us back here, guys, in this big, big tournament, of course. And let's hope we put Manchester City to the sword today, guys. Absolutely. 7,000 capacity there in the stadium, of course. Manchester City wanted to play at this small stadium. Of course, they can't even, to be fair, they can't even sell out this stadium. There's still empty seats in there. It's ridiculous. Leffa, what's going on, my friend? I'll be doing well. Good to see you. I have a funny feeling that United will get Elliot Anderson. There's lots of good news about Elliot Anderson circling. And I told people a long time ago, like when people were trying to, he's already signed for Man City. The pessimism. Pessimism was happening. He's already going to sign for a Man City. Why are we even thinking about Anderson? I told people he's not signed for Man City yet. Wait and see. Man United, right? Let me tell you something. Man United. Man United in the Champions League are a very attractive proposition. We are a very attractive proposition. We're Manchester United. We are the pioneers of English football in regards to Europe. So look, there's no reason why Anderson can't sign for Man United. One thing which I've heard of today is the fact that we want to do the groundwork. We want to get something done in principle, i.e. a verbal agreement, an agreement in principle, a bit like what we want to do with players like Carlos Baleba and things like that. We want to get deals done early, of course, and I think this is what they should do because the World Cup is on. Try and get some kind of agreement, even if it is a verbal agreement, try and get some kind of agreement going, so that, when it comes to after the World Cup, we haven't got much work to do in regards to persuasion and stuff like that. And, the World Cup is going to happen, obviously, and a lot of these players are going to get interest from other clubs. So it's very important that Man United get something done early. Big up, man, Dem. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Another empty hat special. Even Big Steve had to beg man to sell the buy the team. Big Steve, I saw him on social media today playing down this tournament and start slandering Man United fans and stuff like that. He was having a hissy fit. He was crying, effing and blinding, this and that. This shows you the level of Manchester United. All that nonsense. Do you know what I mean? And basically what he did, he basically exposed himself as a tin pot. That's what he did. Because at the end of the day, like we as Man United, we know the importance, just like Barcelona, Real Madrid, all these teams around Europe know the importance of youth football, right? And we pride ourselves in that, of course. Ephraim, so what is the best way to develop young players? Nurturing, discipline, consistency. I think the biggest word in that thing there is consistency. Doing the same thing over and over again and not expecting yourself to make it. You haven't made it. Perfecting your craft is so important, getting better and better. Obviously, it is a mixture of playing first team football. You have to go up the ranks and you have to be slowly integrated into the team. You see with the likes of the class of 92. The class of 92 were very lucky that they had the likes of Roy Keane and obviously Eric Cantona and Steve Bruce and Peter Schmeichel and Ryan Giggs. They had a nucleus there of winners. Dennis Irwin as well. They had a nucleus there of winners. I think that's very important as well. This is why I think if we're going to bring through some of those players next season, we need the likes of Bruno to slowly nurture them into the team, if you know what I mean. Raja, much worse than empty had to take that Manchester scum blue club. Big up, my friend. 92, Scholes, Giggs, York, Cole, Ole, and others were there for the game. Absolutely. Big up, my friend. Class of 92. Which game were they at? Are they at this game? They must be at this game. Yeah, they must be at this game. Absolutely. It's good to see them. All these players, they're ex-pros, legends of the football club, showing their support to the youth team. Really good to see, Absolutely. Here comes City. Raja. True. There is no pre-agreement done with Anderson Camp. There's nothing done at the moment. No. Anderson has already clarified. Straight at the goalkeeper, saved there by Bine. Anderson's already clarified that he's not going to make a decision until after the World Cup. However, Man United are going to try and persuade Anderson to come to some kind of an agreement. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, that ain't the be-all and end-all because obviously you still have to agree a fee with the football club. It's going to be difficult. Nottingham Forest look like staying up this season. And it's quite, and that's the thing. They don't need to sell if they don't want to. However, they have to look at it from the point of view of the player as well. The player's going to want to move to Manchester. Here come United. Good chance. Oh, and it's going to be a foul. How did Chido Obi how did he foul him there, Chido Obi? He didn't foul him there. It's a good ball there. Long ball by Kukunki. Ah, come on. That's a little bit soft there, man. That's a little bit soft. Rajat, Foden is there right now. Watch the game. Yeah, I saw him on the screen. Yeah. Not many of them is there. Is Pep there? Pep should be there, shouldn't he? Time to manage them, use them intensity needed, and get used to the intensity needed. Absolutely, yeah. Manage them, nurture them. Don't put too much responsibility on their shoulders. Absolutely, and then slowly nurture them. Obviously, experience around them is very important as well. The experience around them is so important. Absolutely. Is Pep there, Red Devil? Big up Red Devil TV 20. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, he's there. Fair play. if he's there, fair play, innit? You know, I don't know. I didn't see him. I've seen Luke Shaw. I've seen Michael Carrick. I've seen Bruno Fernandes. I think I've seen a few. Absolutely. Yeah, it's good to see them there. Absolutely. It's good to see them. Absolutely good to see them. Big up Red Devil to TV20. Hope you're well. Kieran, Anderson has his focus on the World Cup, but United will speak to the club regarding the move for him. Hope we get at least 3 midfielder. I hope so. It's a minimum we need, isn't it? Look, I'm not saying that we have to go out and buy 100 million, and 100 million. We can get two very, very like what they said. We can get one elite player, one very good player that's potentially going to be elite, and then we can get a player like, for example, Alex Scott or something, or a Keith Schmidt or someone like that who's up and coming. He's got a high ceiling and stuff like that. We can do that as well. Do you know what I mean? You know, I mean, look, you know. We fix that midfield, it's going to fix a whole number of problems at Man United. It definitely will. I think it'll fix the defense. Of course, I think it'll fix a lot of things at Man United because I'm a little bit concerned. Obviously, losing Casemiro is a big blow. You know, Casemiro has been such an influence, and especially in the goal scoring side of things as well. He's such a big influence, and he gets important goals for us. We're going to miss that next season. How many goals has Casemiro got this season? He must be nearing about 6 or 7 goals this season. But it's actually like the fact that the importance of the goals that he scores as well is so important. I'm looking forward to seeing Jim Frakes. Anyway, here's Manchester City on the attack. It's a good tackle. Very good tackle there. Who made that tackle? Was that Jim Frakes who made that tackle? It was a brilliant tackle. Amir, the number 7. One of my favorite youth players over the last year or so has been Amir Ibrahimov. Yeah, he's been one of my favorite players. Him, you know, Shea Lacey, of course, not playing today, but Shea Lacey is another one who I'm a big fan of. You know, Man United have a good conveyor belt of young players coming through at the moment. You know what I mean? Hey, Rickman, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Mahamadou Lens is a real deal. Mahamadou Sangare would be a great signing, Rickman. Absolutely. This is what I'm talking about. You know, you can buy the likes of Anderson, and you can buy Tonali, or you can buy Stiller, and you can buy these type of players. But you can also look at players, i.e., like Mahamadou Sangare as well. You know what I mean? You can look at these players and bring them in as the third midfield signing. Do you know what I mean? You can do that as well. Bring them in as the third midfield signing. They don't have to be the main signing. They could be the third midfield signing. Do you know what I mean? Rajat, I will like Stiller, someone of Anderson, a quality. You know, Mateus Fernandes, guys, I keep forgetting him though. But Mateus Fernandes is the guy, man. He is an unbelievable player. And there's going to be a lot of clubs who are going to be searching for Mateus Fernandes, who want to sign for Mateus Fernandes. So we need to get him through the door, definitely. I really like Mateus Fernandes. I think he's a brilliant player. Kieran, Cassie has 8 so far. Really good, isn't it? Amazing. He scores a farewell goal over the weekend. Going to miss him next season. We're going to miss him next season. Absolutely, my friend. We're definitely going to miss him next season. It's a shame, isn't it? But obviously things move on, you know. Unfortunately, we got him at the end of his career, really, didn't we? You know, and we only got to see, like, you know, glimpses, of course. But this season, you know what? I think, guys, I'm not going to exaggerate. I know where Arsenal are in the league. I'm not delusional, right? But I think Casemiro's had a better season than Declan Rice. I think he's had a better season than Declan Rice. I think Casemiro has had a much better season than Declan Rice. Declan Rice, for me, is a good player, but I think he is a little bit PR merchant, a little bit hyped. You know what I mean? Compared to Casemiro and the midfield that Casemiro was playing in, inconsistent, you know, the midfield, and we haven't had a set team like Arsenal as well. Let's not forget that. And to be domineering like he has been is incredible. Here come Man City on the left-hand side. 19 minutes on the clock, guys. 0-0. Oh, get Alia Bioldi, very good. They're at youth players, so they can be ready for playing for the first team. Man United will sign 1 or 2 of those players, whether it's Said El Mala, Alia Bioldi, you know, Keith Schmidt. Man United will look at some of those players as well, guys. Absolutely. A big up, John Buds. How you doing, my friend? You can watch it on YouTube if you want to. It is on YouTube. It's on the FA YouTube channel if you want to watch it, my friend. If you want to stay here with me, fantastic. Glad to have you here. But you can have both. You can have both if you like, but it is on YouTube, my good friend. If you want to watch it on YouTube, I'm here with my community, watching the game and going through the game, guys. Absolutely. And welcome to Stretford Post anyway. If you want to stay, fantastic. Good to see you. Hope you're well, Jen Buds. Good to see you. Ephraim, so who do you think will win the Player of the Year? I think it should be Bruno Fernandes, mate. Bruno Fernandes should sweep the board. However, I know they're going to give it to Arsenal player. If Arsenal win the league, of course, they do look like they win the league. Wouldn't it be crazy if Arsenal didn't win the league and they lost to Burnley? I mean, imagine that. I mean, the amount of mouthing off. My goodness me. Marky Mark. Afternoon, Sal in the community. How are you, my friend? Good to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. Just got off work and listening to you on my way home. Let's go, United. Big up. It's good to see you, Marky Mark. Hope you're doing well. Bless you, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you had a fantastic day, of course. Welcome to Thursday. We're nearly on Friday. We're in touching distance on Friday, guys. And guess what? Man United are playing early on a Sunday. Goodness me. Isn't it fantastic? Man United are playing on Sunday. Nottingham Forest. Love playing Nottingham Forest, to be honest. I had a big Nottingham Forest a fan who loves to come in my streams, right? And he loves to give it large. And he's going, oh, you're going to lose on Sunday. That's all he says. That's all he says. Nothing articulate, nothing, no frills, guys. Oh, you're going to lose on Sunday. That's what he does. And then he leaves. He's been on my channel, right? This is what happens, right? He's been on my channel. He followed me on Instagram, right? Right? And then I had him on my channel for a match preview between Nottingham Forest and Man United. And all of a sudden, we had a good chat. Everything was blessed, talking about the history of Man United against Nottingham Forest, 8-1 and all that. And then suddenly he disappears. He deleted me off Instagram. I don't know. Must have hurt his feelings. They are really funny people, honestly. Ephraim. Big up, Ephraim. Congrats on Arsenal. But I still feel United are the team of the season. For look at where we were. Top 3 was a dream. And guess what? One of our best players brought us back up. Yeah, look, you know what I would say? One thing I want, Kieran, I think Man United now need to start challenging for the league. I personally don't think this league is good. I don't. I think it's a weak league. I think there's a very good opportunity for Man United and others to challenge next season. It's all down to the board and how seriously they back Michael Carrick. This board are no strangers to getting the job half done when it comes to transfers, and I really would like Manchester United to leave us with a feeling of feeling excited, enthusiastic by the start of next season, and I would love to have that feeling and be looking forward to the new season ahead, of course, absolutely. Big up JDC, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Why does youth football look better to watch than the Premier League? Because it's less tactical. The game is more open. When you get to higher level football, the level of players are very similar. They're not like miles apart. There's very small details between players. When you get to youth football, like, for example, I'll give you an example. Like, one of those players from Man City might end up in League Two. One of them players might end up in the Premier League. You know what I mean? And this is the difference. That's the difference in youth team and first team. And that equates to more enjoyable football, entertaining football, and stuff like that. However, what I would say in the open exchanges, what I've learned is that Man City are learning how to dive very early. They're learning how to dive. Raja, Cheeto isn't getting much service from the other teammates, so how we improve that so he can get shots off on goal? Well, welcome to Manchester United. He's getting used to it early, isn't it? Because that's what Sesko and Rasmus Højlund had to deal with, didn't they? You know what I mean? Yeah, Man United players need to learn how to get that ball into the box, crossing that ball on the sixpence like Beckham used to do. It's so much more effective. You know what I mean? Instead of dillying and dallying, going forward, cutting in, passing back, passing sideways, just whip that bloody ball into the box, man. That's what you should do. Just whip that ball into the box. Fantastic. You know what I mean? Absolutely. JDC, we ain't challenging for anything unless we hire a serious coach. Oh, chance for Man City. Great save from Bayern. Was that offside? That looked offside, man. That looked offside. Thought it was offside. It was a big chance. It was a great save. That'll give the goalkeeper some confidence. Good save, man. What I would say, JDC, the problem is I do agree that Man United need a more efficient coach. I'm not a big fan of Steve Holland. Having watched England and how he plays, he's a very reactionary coach and a coach that likes to play on a counter-attack, which I don't think Man United should have. I think Man United should have a coach that is versatile, that can play the low block, can play the attacking play as well, can play the 3 at the back, can play 4 at the back, can do all different, transcending all different formations. And I think that's what we need. We are looking at the Bayern Munich coach. Is Man City again? Man City have started relatively well here. The number 11 for Manchester City looks quite decent, and he's blocked a shot there from him as I spoke about his name, and it's going to be a corner to Manchester City. Guys, FM, what a miss from City. Big miss, massive miss, but what a save. Good instinctive save for Manchester United. Good instinctive save. What I mean is, compared to other European football in the Premier League, very dull and uninspiring. Yeah. The Premier League and European football in general has gone down and regressed in quality. It's regressed in entertainment by far. It's gone right down in regards to entertainment, in regards to things like that. The Premier League is really, really dull now. You know what I mean? It's just, I mean, look at Arsenal, the champions. Arsenal wouldn't get anywhere near the championship in the 90s. I'll tell you that right now. They wouldn't get anywhere near. This Arsenal team would not get anywhere near to the Premier League title in the 90s and the early turn of this century. Absolutely not. Kieran, we have 3 coaches for Carrick. Don't mind a new coach. However, he must understand the players and strengths and positions. Carrick is using it to his advantage. Yes, but I think what it is, I think Steve Holland is a very basic manager. If I was Michael Carrick, the problem is that you could beat the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City with the low block, with the counter-attacking football. But when it comes to the likes of Bournemouth, West Ham, Wolves, Everton, for example, teams we haven't beaten apart from Everton. Well, we lost to Everton at home, didn't we? Newcastle. That's when you see the tactics. That's when you see, not against Liverpool, not against Arsenal, not against Man City, because that is quite easy to do. You sit back and pick your moment to attack on a counter-attack. This is what Alex Ferguson did as well. But the difference between Alex Ferguson can transcend into a pressing team, into a team that can attack, a team that can dominate games. Now, that ain't primarily down to Michael Carrick. That ain't primarily down to Michael Carrick. That's also down to the coach. Steve Holland is a pragmatic coach. This is why he hasn't worked at a big club since England. He hasn't gone back to any big club because he's pragmatic. Man United need a tactician. That's what they need. What we need is, something that, when the game's very tight and the team's playing a low block against us, we know how to transcend and we know how to break teams up. Now, Man United really need to work on their fullbacks, right? Like I said, they sit 2 banks of 4 and they're sitting back, right? What you can do is what Paul Scholes used to do. We used to fizz that ball into the middle, in the middle of the defense, right? Whether it was Eric Cantona or whether it's Teddy Sheringham or Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we would hold up the ball. We would squeeze the play. So the players get in, so the width becomes a little bit more free. Then both the left back and the right back of the opposition team have Beckham and Giggs to worry about. But not only Beckham and Giggs, you have Gary Neville and Dennis Irwin running on both flanks as well. We're causing them problems from all around. You know what I mean? So we stretch together. And these sort of things that we don't do. We're not. It's obviously a quality thing as well, confidence thing, but we need to find a way to attack on the wings and try and open up the play and spread the play when we play against a low block. Now, look, it would be amazing if we start the season well next season. It would be amazing because I do believe that Man United can win the league. I've said it a long time ago. I said at the beginning of the season, Man United were getting the Champions League. I believe Amram would have gotten the Champions League as well. I don't think I believe that 100%. I think that Man United have got an opportunity though. Now they've got a big opportunity, and it's up to the board to capture that opportunity, not just let it slip, not just let it pass you by. Do you know what I mean? Nice reactions from that goalie. Yeah, Bayern. Yeah, very good goalie. May need him next season. You never know. Obviously, Vitek wants first team football, doesn't he? Vitek wants first team football, so Vitek could possibly go back on loan because he wants first team football. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens with that. Hi, Michael. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Really good to see you, Mike. Hope you're doing good, my friend. Hope everything is blessed with you. Thank you so much for joining today, of course, guys. Absolutely. Get your predictions in, guys. It's going to be 0-0. It's 0-0. Half an hour to gone, guys. Haven't seen much from Man United on an attacking front so far. Not as much as I would like. Manchester City look a little bit more powerful on the ball, if you ask me. Man United need to be a little bit more potent. They're getting it out on the left a lot of time to the number 11 there, and he looks pretty decent, to be honest, that Man City player. Cross comes in, well defended. Well defended there, cleared away. I think that was McCormack. It was a good clearance. JDC, we never have more than 2 players in the box at a time. Under Carrick, we score from either set piece or counter attack, which is a very, very big red flag. Yes. Now, Man United against West Ham had one shot on goal in 90 minutes. It's unacceptable. What we have to understand, and the game at the weekend as well, a similar pattern. What we have to understand is that, Manchester United pride ourselves on attacking football and, bombarding the goal. I'm not saying that we have to go out there and win 5-0 every single week, because we didn't, even under Alex Ferguson, of course. But Man United, even when Man United didn't win, we would bombard the goal. We would shoot, strike, hit the post, hit the crossbar, close here, close that, and we were unlucky. These days, it's like, we're not really pressing as potently as we should. Do you know what I mean? And getting the opportunities. But it's been like that for years, though. Let's be honest. Amram was improving that. Ruben Amram was improving the XG. He was trying to transcend Man United into a high press team, an attacking team. That's what he was trying to do. I just hope we don't start going down and the fitness levels go down and, the XGs go down and stuff like that, next season. Spot on sale recruitment have to be good. The recruitment has to be spot on this summer. It has to be absolute. We have to have literally a generational window. A generational window. We have to have it. That's what we have to have. We have to have a window. We're going to be like, wow, I can't wait until next season. Next season's going to be, I can't wait. That's what we need to have. Do you know what I mean? Michael, Manchester United youth 6 Manchester City youth deal. We're going to get six goals in the second half. You know what, Michael? I would love that. That'd be fantastic. I don't know if we're going to do that, though. City diving every time because that's what they're taught at a young age. Cheat. Allegedly. You know what I mean? Yeah, allegedly, that's what they're taught to cheat. So anyway, it's a free kick to Manchester City, guys, in this Arndale Centre stadium, whatever it is, 7,000 in the stadium. Anyway, free kick to Manchester City. It does. It looks like a bloody airport. It looks like bloody Southend Airport or Stansted. Oh, just wide. Raja, 3-2 prediction to Manchester United team. It would be good, that, actually, because that means it'd be more entertaining. There'd be lots of goals and stuff like that. It'd be absolutely fantastic. That would. Absolutely. You know what? Why have I got a feeling, guys? Why have I got a feeling it's going to go to penalties and extra time? I've got this feeling it's going to go to penalties and extra time. I really got this thing. Kieran, the thing is, our forwards need to take chances and shoot from distance. We tend to wait 6 yards or area to score. If they take chances, we could get 4 or 5 goals in many games. Yeah. Fortune favors the brave, Kieran, isn't it? Man United, from back in the day, I hate banging on about the past because but it was what made us what we are. Man United took chances. They took chances, but that's down to the manager as well. It's up to the manager to say, bloody get the shot in. Alex Ferguson used to do it. He used to do this. Get up. He used to do all that business. And if the players are not shooting, you got to look at them and say, what the hell are you doing? When you got a chance, you bloody shoot. I don't think we cross enough, Kieran. I don't think we get the crossing. I don't think we get good crosses in the box. I think we're very predictable. We go to a certain level and then we cut in. It's like we're so predictable. Both sides. Cut in. That's very easy to defend. I used to be a defender, so I know how easy it is to defend. I was a fullback, so I know how easy that is to defend. The only thing that makes it difficult is that when they cut in, there's an overlapping run. And we don't have that. And that's another thing. Man City, of course, appealing for a penalty here. Of course they are. I don't think there's any VR here anyway. How is that not a foul? But every time Man City falls down, it's a foul. They've got them in their back pocket from a young age. From a young age, they've got them in their back pocket. Do you know what I mean? From a very young age. Yeah. Anyway, here come Manchester City. Manchester City have been the better side slightly so far in this game. Hopefully, Man United can get back into the game. Absolutely. Man United's head coach is you mean Michael Carrick? You mean Michael Carrick, Michael? No, don't say head coach. Man United manager is in line. So we should be. Semenyo's in the stadium. Seeing Semenyo there. Looking very entertained, of course. Very, very entertained. Yeah, he deserves to be there. There isn't much competition, though. Let's be fair. Raja, man, this ref is so favouring Man City. Damn, yeah, he is. Man United got to make their own luck. We've got to get into the game. We've got to start attacking, start showing why you should be a Man United player, why you should be playing next season. You know, McAdoo. One of the players to look out for is McAdoo as well. There. He's played a couple of times for Manchester City. I saw him in the FA Cup. Kieran, for example, Cunha against Arsenal, if that ball was not shot, it could have been a draw and we could have been fifth. So I agree. Our strikers need to be braver next season. Yeah, they do. Fortune favors the brave. You know, as a striker, you've got to take a incentive. Obviously, don't be greedy and shoot at every moment. But when there's a possibility to shoot, shoot. When there's a possibility to cross. Here come United, though. Chance at Obi Mikel. Oh, it's a good defending for Man City. Man United were close there. Very close. Obi Mikel. Chida Obi. Is it Obi Mikel? Chida Obi, sorry. Ajay looks quality. He is a quality player, yeah. The winger, attacking player. Chida Obi. It's a chance there. I like to see Chida Obi getting a score sheet today. I want to see one of our strikers getting on the score sheet today. I want to see that one of them at least getting on the score sheet. You get everyone, guys. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today, guys. Don't forget, I'm close to 14,000 subscribers. If you're new here, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Smash a like on the video, guys. All that jazz. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Put your notifications on, of course, as well, guys. Thank you so much, everyone who's continuing to support the channel. I really, really appreciate you all, of course. I really appreciate you all showing love to the channel. Thank you so much. Of course, thank you, everyone, guys, who support the channel. Really appreciate it. It's a yellow card for United. This referee's getting on my nerves. This referee's really going to get JJ Gabriel with a yellow card. Come on, man. This referee is really, really bugging me. He really bugging me, this referee. He's, totally against Man United today. Definitely. United goal incoming. Can sense it. I hope so. It'd be great. Again, this referee's getting on my nerves, mate. He's getting on my nerves, absolutely. Definitely. Yeah, it has to be a lot quicker, Raja. Absolutely. A lot quicker than it is. We've had a few patches here and there. We've had a few patches, but nothing really solid and consistent at the moment. I'm tired of it, JDC. I mean, we've seen it so many times in the seniors, haven't we? The refereeing decisions that go against Man United this season have been really ridiculous. Look, guys, I don't like blaming referees and stuff like that, but let's be honest, guys. Let's be real with ourselves. The refereeing against Man United has been atrocious. There has been agenda against Man United, and it's quite obvious. And I think Man United need to make a stand. If this happens next season, this can't keep happening. We need to make a stand next season, absolutely 100%. Here come Manchester City with the number 10 here. Another free kick. Another free kick to Man City. Come on. Another yellow card. Oh, my God. Come on, man. No, man. They're just diving all over the bloody place. He won the ball. It's annoying me, because I know that they're diving all over the place. This is even worse than any of the Premier League refs. They teach them young, don't they, JDC? They teach them young. Give decisions against Manchester United. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Michael Oliver and Anthony Taylor at the 2026 World Cup finals. God help the World Cup, because they're awful. Both awful referees. Both very, very awful referees. Very overrated referees. Free kick to Manchester City in a dangerous position. Oh, my God. 1-0 to City. Good goal. Very good goal. Perfectly placed. 1-0 to City, guys. It was coming because the referee's giving them everything. Every time they go forward, he gives them something. Goodness me, man. Every time they go forward. It's a good free kick. Whether it's the first team to win it under, the ref is always against United. Yeah, there's an agenda. We ruined their childhoods, man. This is what it is. Yeah, it's right in the top corner. Can't do nothing about that. Right in the top corner, perfection. Really, maybe the goalkeeper could have been a little bit more quicker off running to the side, but that's a little bit harsh. Yeah, the goalkeeper was a little bit sluggish there, in my opinion. At this point, it feels like we might have to start bribing refs just to know to get the wrong calls they're making against us. You know what Man United need to do, guys? Let me say Renee so. Man United need to put pressure on the referees. That's what they need to do. They need to put pressure on them. Go in the media, keep saying there's an agenda, and eventually they're going to start saying, you know what, we're going to have to stop this. You know what's going on. Man United need to get a collection of evidence and put it towards the court and say what's going on. You know, that's what they need to do. They need to do that. Do you know what I mean? Man City paid refs, haven't they? It's clear. Let's be positive. These kids can come from 2-0 down and 1, so let's be behind them. Of course, we're behind them, Kieran. Obviously, we're disappointed that we conceded a goal, but we're always behind the team. You know, but we're talking about the referees, aren't we? We're talking about the refereeing. I think the referees have been a little bit suspect so far today. Here come United. Just when we were getting back into the game, is Amir Ibrahimov on the right-hand side. Come on, can we respond straight away? Here we go again. Ibrahimov again. Is it a goal, Rene? So you're ahead of me, my brother. Is it a goal? I've got my hands up. Yes, it's a goal. It's 1-1, guys. Get in. Get in. What a goal. Good header. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, United. Get in. Get in. Good play. Good response, United. Good character. Well done. Well done, lads. Good character there. They showed good character. Absolutely well done. You know, brilliant character. Well done, United. We're back in it. Come on. Great header. Great header. Great header. Great header that was. Really, really good header. Pleased with that. 1-1, guys. Have some of that. Have some of that. Great header. Get in, United. Big up. Great header as well. Big up. That's what we like to see. A little bit. Just get that. What did I say? What did I say earlier, guys? Get that ball into the box. Learn about that ball. Do you know what I mean? You know, learn about getting that ball into the box. Quick reply going on, Andel. Absolutely. Is this just a one-legged game, my friend? Dirk, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. It's just a one-legged game. Kieran, see, they will wake up and let's go, boys. Come on, United. Let's win. That's it. Composed Smurf, Thwaites got a pass on him. Yeah, that's what I said. I said it earlier in the show. I said about Jim Thwaites is the best crosser and free kick taker since David Beckham in the youth. Since then, we've seen coming out of the academy. I'm telling you right now. I did a video on him a few weeks ago. I mean, the guy is going to be a star. Trust me. He's going to be an absolute superstar, Jim Thwaites. Absolutely. Great cross. Jim Thwaites, trust me. I've got so much faith in him. I've got so much excitement about him. Oh, it's going to be a goal kick to United, surely. Yeah, that's a goal kick to United. Definitely a goal kick to United, of course, guys. Absolutely. Yeah. So very, very good play for Manchester United. Oh, we need to stop. We need to calm down a little bit. We're getting a little bit panicky here. So let's calm down. Corner to Manchester City. His ball is like kind of like shabby. Yeah, Jim Thwaites. Look at the video I done on him a few weeks ago, Rajat. I've got it in my videos on the Stretford Post. Look at the video I done on him. Absolutely superb. Absolutely superb player. Anyway, it's a corner coming in for Manchester City. Let's defend well. Let's keep it tight. He's taking it short. He's going to shoot. And it's straight at the goalkeeper. Hold on to it. Well played. Well done. Well done, mate. Hold on to that ball. We really do need Man United to like second. I think if we get a second, I think Man United can run away with this game. I really do. I think they'll run away with this game. Honestly, if we get a second goal, absolutely. Yeah. So basically, those are the two lineups, just to confirm, guys, for you guys. So Jim Thwaites is the one I'm looking for. Ajayi looks pretty good. The goal scorer, of course, was Armour, guys, the defender, number 5. He was the goal scorer there. This is the team, guys, just to keep you updated with the team, of course. Big up everyone in the stream, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Of course, guys, hope everyone is blessed. Having a great day so far. I'm looking forward to your Fridays. Looking forward to your Friday, of course. That's what we are. Absolutely. And nothing like a Friday than this. A bit of trophy. A bit of a trophy. Do you know what I mean? A bit of a nice lifting of a trophy. That's what we want. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Nice lifting of a trophy. Absolutely. Guys, we are literally 7 away from 14,000 subscribers. Can you do me a favor? Could you subscribe to the channel? Let's get to 14,000 by, hopefully we can get there by tomorrow or Saturday, hopefully. But very good to have you guys here. Absolutely. Kieran, absolutely. 100%. I mean, I've been watching the kid for a while now. The way he takes free kicks is unbelievable. He's like, he whips that ball into like Beckham, honestly. As I said, he's the best free kick taker since David Wenger. Half-time, guys, 1-1. Great game. Great game. Half-time, 1-1 between Manchester City and Manchester United in the FA Youth Cup, guys. Great game. Good game. Well played, Armour. Great header. That's what you want to see from your defender as well. You want to see your defender chipping in with goals, don't you? You want to see your defender chipping in with goals. It's half-time here, guys. What did you make of the first half, guys? I enjoyed it. I did. I enjoyed it. And yeah, hopefully we can go on from strength to strength for the second half and win the game. JDC finally gave something to City. Big up, my friend. Exactly. Finally home and we can win this. Come on, my friend. We can. That kid's a Ronaldo Beckham hybrid, really. I can't wait, mate. Look, this is the thing, though. We need to get these players through the door next season. We need to start playing them. I really do hope, fingers crossed, that we may be able to get them for the last game of the season against Brighton. Maybe get a couple of them into the team, integrate them into the team for the last game against Brighton. Let's beat Nottingham Forest, of course, and you know, then we'll be officially third place, isn't it? We're basically there at the moment. Our goal difference and stuff like that. We're basically there at the moment. So if we can actually play them a few minutes by the end of the season, it's just a bonus. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I would like to see Jim Thwaites in that midfield. I really would. Kokunki, in my opinion, should be fast-tracked in the main. You remember watching JDC? Do you remember watching the Hong Kong and Asian All-Stars games? Do you remember that? And there was Mantato and there was Kokunki. Those two players for me was shone for me. I really enjoyed watching them play. I don't know where Mantato is at the moment, but I really enjoyed watching them play. I mean, I really did. And yeah, Kokunki should be fast-tracked to the first team because he could play left-back. You know what I mean? He could play left-back and he could play left-sided centre-back. You know, look, we got a great young defence. We've got Lenny Yoro. We've got Aiden Heaven, of course, coming around. Obviously, if we bring through Kokunki as well, I think we're only going to go from strength to strength, ain't we? Anyway, guys, 1-1 in this game, guys, at the Jewel Stadium. Guys, Man United got into slowly bedded into the game. Man City had the majority of the play, but in the latter stages of the first half, Man United got better, in my opinion, and were the better side. Rajat, have 1 minute till halftime. Big up, my friend. Thwaites, Kokunki, I think we'll see more of them pre-season. There's no room in the squad at the moment. There will be. Obviously, we're going to be losing. We got to make a decision about De Ligt, Alicia Martinez. Obviously, we're going to be losing Rasmus, Rashford, Sancho, Casemiro, Ugarte could be leaving as well. Mason Mount might be leaving as well. Xerxes might be leaving as well. So there's lots of space. There is. And we can fit them in. You know, I would much rather see them in the squad. You know what I mean? At least one or two of them. Man United got a small squad. Marky Mark. Today is my Friday, 3-day weekend. Oh, you're lucky. Nothing beats a 3-day weekend, does it? I love it. 3-day weekend. Enjoy it, my friend. Enjoy it. Yeah, I love the Friday feeling, though. I've never lost that Friday feeling. It's funny how you don't lose that Friday feeling as well, you know. Mine's my childhood days when I used to, you know, Friday and you're looking forward to Man United playing at the weekend. Those were the days, wasn't it? You know, absolutely. Those were the days, my friend. I thought they would never end. Of course, Rajat booking for Wayne. Not sure why exactly. I'm not sure. Absolutely. Our 18-year-old wonder kid think he has more dead ball goals than most. Big up, my friend Kieran. I agree with you. I'm so glad and so happy to hear you say that because I've been talking about Jim Thwaites for so long now. I actually made a video about Jim Thwaites talking about him, and check it out. Yeah, was so impressive. But you know who I'm impressed with? I'm impressed with Armour. I'm impressed with the defender, number 5. I'm impressed with the one who got that end of that ball. Anticipated that ball. Do you know what I mean? Grayo, the legend of Grayo, the king of Wales. What's going on, Grayo? Hope you're doing well, my friend. I'm very well. Great first half and see our future. Big up, Grayo. It's good to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, good to see a little bit of a glimpse to our future, of course, guys. Absolutely. There was a couple of Welshmen in this team as well, Grayo. Little bit of hope there. It can't be 6-0 game. No, it can't. Not anymore. Definitely not. Defy logic, wouldn't it? JJ booking farcical, in my opinion. There was contact. He wasn't really trying to fool anyone. He just got bodied by a guy double his weight. I don't understand why the referee's been a bit suspect. I'll be honest with you, Composed Smurf. He's been a little bit suspect in this game so far, in my opinion. I think he's been sus. Given everything against Man United. I'm glad we came back into the game. Do you know what I mean? But he has been given everything against Man United, in my opinion. At the moment. Rajat. Good half of progress. It was nicer to watch. Absolutely. Let me just see something. Actually, does the FA Youth Final go to extra time? So this game, if it ends 1-1 or it ends in a draw, it does go to extra time, 30 minutes, and it does go to penalties as well. So it's basically like a senior game. Because back in the day, the youth team used to play 40 minutes per half, didn't they? And there was no extra time, as far as I remember, back in the old days. JDC, Man City playing with 12 men every single time, mate. Nothing's new. They're getting them prepared for the new generation, isn't they? Any chances he could be on tour and maybe play a few not so important games like the League Cup just to get him used to play? Yeah, of course he can. As I said, there's only a few players that I would bring through right now, in my opinion. One of them is Kokunki, another one is Jim Thwaites, another one is JJ Gabriel. Shea Lacey, of course, is already in the squad. So I would bring in those 3. Absolutely. Those 3 were coming into my squad 100% already. I like Amir Ibrahimov as well. I think he's brilliant as well. Absolutely. JDC, I don't want to see Luke Shaw next to season as a starter. He provides nothing going forward. The biggest concern for me is I see Luke Shaw sitting next to Michael Carrick. And, I just think we need to move on from Luke Shaw and players like that. I think Man United have relied on these players for far too long now. Luke Shaw's been there for how long now? 13 years. He was there in 2014. Whoa. Unbelievable, isn't it? Great. Please, everyone, smash a like and subscribe. Sal, who would you like to see leave next season? Loads there, Mark Gray. We spoke about this the other day. There's a few there I would like to see leave. Absolutely. I want the toxicity. I want Rashford to leave. Of course, I want Rashford to leave. Dalot, I'm not sure about Dalot. I don't think he's quality enough. Mason Mount needs to leave. Ugarte probably needs to leave as well. Sancho's gone anyway. So there's quite a few there, to be honest. We've got a lot of work to do. Onana needs to go, as well. Onana needs to go. We start preseason when the World Cup players won't be back. A few of them won't be back, so we might get an opportunity to see some of the young players come in, won't we, Composed Smurf, We might get a chance to see some more of the young players. Definitely. Absolutely. Samuel, big up. Rantabat said he would sell Brian Mbeumo because he doesn't do anything on the wing. Subjective, though, isn't it? It's subjective, but at the moment, no one's really performing on the wing at the moment. So who's performing? Ahmad. The problem is, right, we've been rotating in Mbeumo, and we've been disrupting his consistency. We play Ahmed on the right, and Ahmed's been worse than Mbeumo. Ahmed's been awful. Mbeumo does need to get better, no doubt, but I will give him another season and see how he does, definitely. There was rumors circulating, which was ridiculous. I mean, it obviously comes from a stupid journal, or was it a stupid source, indicator, whatever his name is. And he was saying that Mbeumo is going to leave this season, he's going to be sold and blah, 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 just guesswork, man. Freights can be a huge asset to us once given a chance. I agree, 100%. It's something I've been envisioning for a long time. Tyrone, what's going on, my brother? I hope you're doing well. Long time no see. I hope you're good. I can't wait to see Jim Freights play in the main team next season. Me too. Watched him for a while. I think he has what it takes. I think so as well. I think Man United are dying for that, that set piece, that cross. They're dying for that creative side, isn't it? And especially when you got the likes of Sesko up front, and maybe if we bring in another striker as well, and you got those balls being whipped in, we need that. We miss that kind of thing, don't we? It's good to see you, Tyrone. Hope you're well, my friend. JJ Gabriel is so talented, still quite young though, very young. But next season, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see him next season. It's going to come good. Watch him in the second half. He usually comes good in the second half. Ibrahimov is more attacking midfielder. Yeah, he's like a number 10, he can play on the right, attacking midfielder, left that. He's really good. I like him. Is 6 years JJ go? Are we ready? He'll be ready before that, mate. Trust me. He's going to be Namal in the making. Trust me. He's going to be ready next season. He's already broken records. I think he'd be ready. And he can play next season. He's off. I think Dallo has been in the deficiencies, but he's not at the top of my listing. No, he's not at the top. Definitely not. Far more bigger issues. He's definitely not at the top. No, he plays. That's the key for him. He plays. There's some players there don't play at all. I mean, Mason Mount and players like that. You know what I mean? Priority, we've got to get rid of Rashford, I think, because he wants to leave and he's blatantly flirting with Barcelona again. Sancho's gone anyway. I think Mount needs to leave. Ugarte needs to leave as well. I think he needs to go as well. Obviously, Onana and Bayern there probably be out the door as well. He needs to leave. I've got my reservations about Luke Shaw. I think Luke Shaw should go. I've had enough with Luke Shaw. I think Luke Shaw needs to go now. There's quite a few there. But I think Man United suffer on that right-hand side. So what about Lacey, Chido, and Amas for the first team? I mean, I haven't been keeping up to date with Harry Amas recently. I know that Harry Amas has been on loan. Don't know if he starts Sheffield Wednesday, but I know he's been on loan. But yeah, left back cover. Why not? If we could fit him into the squad, why not? Absolutely. Tyrone. Ahmad started the season well, but he's been more for a while now. Look, I think there's been a few players like that, isn't it, Tyrone, at Man United who started the season well, started relatively well, and just drifted off this season and haven't played well. I'm a little bit concerned not only about Ahmad, but about Mbeumo as well. Of course, obviously, I'm going to give Mbeumo more chance because obviously Mbeumo just came into the football club, literally, and it's difficult coming to Man United, but he's got to improve. Ahmad needs to improve. I've said it all along. I think Ahmad's an impact player. I think he's a substitute. I really do. I think he's a substitute. I think he's the sort of guy you can bring on 60 minutes, a little bit of pace. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Kieran, Dalot, Shaw, Rashford, Mount, Ugarte. Too many we want to go on. At least we can give our youngsters a chance. Yeah. Sadly, we got the Champions League in it, and not sadly, in being in the Champions League, been playing too many youngsters. It might be dodgy, isn't it? Yeah, but I agree with you. Absolutely, those players should be out the door. They need to be replaced. To be honest with you, with good caliber of players, of course. Absolutely. Ahmad has been poor this season. I like him. He's one of my favourite players, but he has been poor this season. Absolutely. Michael Sal, why you cover Manchester United FC's team more often? I do. You just don't catch it. Michael, I always wondered where's Michael today when I wanna see Michael. I haven't seen Michael, and I do all these youth team games and no one ever catches it. I do a lot of games, guys. I do a lot. Not everyone catches me. I done the I know this is off topic. I done Al Nassr against Al Hilal the other day. It was great. Cristiano Ronaldo looking for his first Saudi title. Absolutely, that was fun. Snap me. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. In the Equalizer, assist was made by the number 8 and the goal was headed in by number 5. And the number 8 and the number 5, our senior team, is Bruno and Maguire, respectively. We have seen this combo before. Big up, my friend. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Good to know. We're teaching them young. We're getting a new generation in. We're getting a new generation in. That's what we're doing, isn't it? Absolutely. Good comment. Sam. Could Brian Mbeumo play up front as number 9? No. That's the problem. I think. That's where he's been going wrong. That's the problem. Bear with me a second, guys. Just get some water. Yes, yes, guys. I am back. Yeah, I think one of the biggest problems for Mbuma is that he's been played at number 9, and I think that's affecting his game. He's definitely a winger, because I take it back. One thing I would say, guys, I do think they look a little bit heavy. Not in regards to fat. I think they've got too much weight. They're doing too much upper body weights. I've seen it a lot with Man United. I think when you're an attacking player, a winger, you need to keep slight. And I would take you back, guys, to when Mbeumo played for Brentford. Compare Mbeumo then and compare Mbeumo now. Look at the size of him. It's completely different. Completely different. Yeah, and I think we need to concentrate on that. The second half is about to start, guys. There's Arma Barad in the stand. Jada is young and small right now. He should be ready in 2 years to be sure starter. He should be in the squad next season, and he'll build strength naturally. That thing happens, but you have to play them. They'll build strength naturally, my friend. But you have to play them. Just because they're slight now doesn't mean they're going to build. They're not going to build. They will build if they play first team men's football. It happens. But you slowly nurture them into the team. Look at Dalman at Arsenal. You nurture him into the team slowly. And the English football's not as physical as it used to be as well. That's the thing. Anyway, second half has kicked off, guys. We are underway. Brumo's doing well. We can't judge a player of a single season. No, we can't. He played his part so far since Carrick came in. All the players have been doing well, to be honest. I don't think we played well, Kieran. I think we'd be lying if we say we played well. We've been very pragmatic. I don't actually think we played well. The only thing we've done well is get the results occasionally. I think we can do a lot better. We can play a lot better because at the moment, I don't think we played well. I don't think Mbeumo's done bad myself. I think he's done all right. But the way we play, one shot on target and stuff against Sunderland and West Ham, and that's got to improve. Losing to 10 men Newcastle, that's got to improve. These kind of things. Losing to Leeds United after 43 years, that's got to improve. Those kind of things. Going to Dublin and not arranging a friendly to keep up the sharpness. Those sort of things need to improve. We have to be very critical. We have to think about Man United. We can't be giddy. We can't be overly zealous. We have to think about Man United, and we have to think about how are we going to improve. Because in my opinion, I don't think we're playing well, but we've been a little bit lucky and we've been getting results. And, that isn't sustainable in the long-term thing, especially when you're in the Champions League. So hopefully when we get the new players in and we could start playing some juicy football, of course. I'm hoping Rashford does leave, but I wish him well. I wish him well as well, Tyrone. I wish him well as well. I like him. I like him as a person. I like Marcus Rashford. But, sometimes, things you just have to move on in life, isn't it? Legends move on. Bigger legends have moved on in the past, isn't it? At the end of the day, and it's just the way it is. Raja. For the most part, they have big up, Raja. Don't know which comment that's about. Amas don't think he will ever play for Man United. I haven't heard much about him. This is obviously a concern. I haven't heard much about him recently, and obviously that means that probably not doing that great. I know he had a decent season last season, kind of. Corner, don't give a penalty. It's a corner. I know that he's looking at that penalty spot. I know that referee was looking at that penalty spot. He's desperate to give a penalty there. I know he's desperately looking at eyeing up that penalty spot. Honestly, if Michael Carrick gets a job full time, should Marcus Rashford come back to the club, Sal? Not in my opinion, Michael. No, not in my opinion. Snap me. Not just that goal scorer for the banger free kick from Man City is also a number 8. Bloody hell. You're giving me all these analogies. Maybe I should put number 8 in the lottery numbers. Maybe it's trying to give me a sign. There's a sign on number 8. Number 5, number 8, 1958. There you go. 1958. Big year, Manchester United. That was out of play. That corner. What the hell? That was out of play. What are they doing? Look at him diving all over the place. Man City are good at that, man. They're teaching them young to dive all over the place. It's ridiculous. Guys, if you're new in here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Smash a like on the video. It'd be great to have you on board. Welcome everyone who's new to the channel. Really appreciate you. Guys, if you'd like to see anything on Stretford Post, I'm all ears. Let me know. If you want to know and if you want to see on this channel, guys, I'm all ears, of course. Yeah. Come on, United. Big half of football here. City have started a little bit better. Man United are defending packed. Man United need to get that ball out of the play, get that ball out of the box. Man United need to get it out. My friend Jixie, what's going on? Where can I watch it for free? You can watch it on YouTube, Jixie, if you want. However, you can have me on. You can have me on if you like. You know, I know I'm not the prettiest thing to look at, but you know what I mean? You can have me on if you like and watch it at the same time. It's on YouTube on the FA Cup on the FA Cup YouTube channel, my friend. Absolutely. GDC, whole season hasn't been this season even one United player had take someone on dribble past them. It's another thing we have to prove upon. Dribbling and crossing. Being brave. That's what we've been talking about, isn't it? Be brave, you know? It's on also YouTube. I mean, I'm living in the Far East. I'm living in Abu Dhabi at the moment, so I don't have BBC iPlayer. But it's on YouTube. Yeah. But you know what? Watch it here, guys. It's a place to be. Stretford Post. You know what I mean? Have it on there on your phone or whatever, and just watch me. That'd be great. You can have me on in the background. Thank you so much. Here comes JJ Gabriel. Nice little ball down to Chido Obi Martin. Come on, United. Get that ball. Well held up by Chido Obi Martin. Here's JJ Gabriel again. Oh, my goodness me. It's a corner. It's a corner. Ahmad has shown his ceiling, in my opinion, Sal. The reason with the new attacking signings, the expectations have passed him by, I think, as well, Rene. So I tend to agree with you, bro. I agree with you there. You know what I mean? 100%. Raja, Ahmad definitely underperforming, but he does give moments here and there. Yeah, they're slowly declined, though. I haven't seen anything recently. Nothing. Go on, shoot. That was a chance. One thing I can be sure of is get rid of Mount, give Thwaites the number 7 jersey, and be a kid to keep an eye on. Wow, the number 7 jersey. I mean, to be fair, we have put that jersey through the mud recently, haven't we? Why not give it to Jim Thwaites? Absolutely. We're going to give it to Mason Mount. We might as well give it to Jim Thwaites, isn't it? Absolutely. Composed Smurf, my friend, Arsenal are top of the league, playing rancid football all season. The bar is certainly lower than it used to be. We still got hope. Exactly that. Thank you, Composed Smurf. Good comment. Exactly that. There's no better time than the present to try and win this league, because this league is crap. You know, this is the only way Arsenal could win the league, is when everyone else is crap. Is a number 11 already causing problems there? Good play. Another corner. 1. Looks good. Looks handy. He really does look handy. He does. He looks like a good player. Ajayi. Yeah, he looks good. He does. There's a counter-attack for Man City, though. We've got to be careful with these counter-attacks. Lots of pace on this counter-attack. Catch him up. Oh, it's side netting. Side netting. Yeah, we've got to be careful there not to leave ourselves exposed. Left ourselves a little bit exposed there. Yeah, we've got to be careful about the exposing and stuff like that, of course. Give the number 7 to Bruno level, or if they somehow bring in Yildiz would be great. Yeah. We haven't spoken about him for a while. He's 100 million, though, isn't he? They're trying to slap 100 million on his head. Bruno will not move away from the number 10. That's his number, isn't it? Mark Goldbridge got called out for not wanting Carrick as Manchester United manager. There's nothing wrong with what Mark Goldbridge said. Mark Goldbridge is right. He's right. Obviously, he's calling the red flags as they are, and that's his opinion. And I think it's very important that we as Man United fans respect opinions, and you know, we don't just shut down people's opinion, because he's right about a lot of things. You know, we are playing very pragmatically. We have one shot on goal sometimes, you know, and it's not good enough. It's far from good enough. We lost against Leeds United just a couple of weeks ago, first time in 43 years. There is a lot of red flags, and we can't just be on there with all fluffy clouds and rainbows. We have to be a little bit critical, And I tend to agree with him. I tend to agree with a lot of what he's saying. But Michael Carrick's got the job, and what he will get from me is 100% support. That's it. I'm sure Mark Goldbridge will support him as well. Look, there's a reason Mark Goldbridge has a massive platform, because he speaks the truth. He doesn't just say what everyone else wants you to say. We have to be critical, guys, because we're in a very, very pivotal moment in our history. It can either go up or it can go south. Big up, Loki. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Of course. Number 7 jersey, give it to a dictator Mbappe. He believes Real Madrid. Don't want him, mate. Don't want Mbappe. Keep him far, far away from Man United. Absolutely. Second goal incoming. I hope so, Kieran. Come on. Valentine, thank you so much. I love this channel. Is that idiots like hell spreading false rumors? Keep up the word. What's he saying? Thank you so much for supporting me, my friend. Thank you. Look, the one thing I would say about life in general, Valentine, you're never going to make everyone happy. Football is a sport based on opinion, and and that's how it should be. And just because you disagree with someone's opinion, it doesn't mean you go around crying about it. And that's what happens. At the end, he goes around talking about a lot of people. He's also anyway, leave it. But let's not say about it. He goes talking about a lot of people. That's what he does. It's what he is. And it says a lot about someone who talks about behind their back. That's what I would say, Absolutely. Next season, when they're underperforming, we will see a guy like Ransom decide flip-flop on Carrick. I wish Carrick all the best. That's all I'm saying. I'm wishing him all the best. And I hope it doesn't say that, guys. Absolutely. PSG got rid of Kylian Mbappe and won a treble. Yeah. What was that quote? There was a quote by someone. I've forgotten it was. They were talking about Mbappe. I'm not sure who it was, but he was saying that all these teams have won the Champions League and not one of those players had Mbappe in their team. So he was on a channel called Tactical Devils, claiming you labeled him a racist. Who's Tactical Devils? He's a liar. I hate him. Just ignore these people, mate. Just ignore these people. Don't worry about these people, mate. Yeah. I don't know who Tactical Devils is, to be honest, mate. To be honest, I don't know anything about him. But if he spreads rumors, just tell him, shut him down, mate. He's an idiot. The thing about people, they got a lot to say. If they spoke that much in their life and they was confident and open about everything in their life, they might actually amount to something in their life. Do you know what I mean? Rather than talking about other people. No, but thank you, Valentine, for letting me know. I really appreciate you for that. Thank you. It does mean a lot. Look, at the end of the day, one thing I'll say about it, Valentine, about social media and stuff like that is that, social media, internet is a great thing. It's a fantastic thing, right? Everyone has a voice. Everyone can talk, right? But it's also giving a lot of waste men a voice, right? It's also giving a lot of waste men a voice, right? And that's what it is at the end of the day. Rajat, it works since Sesko and Bumo's work off ball, plus he gets play in his natural wing. True. Big up. Bo Smurf. Most people don't know what they are talking about, but we all want the same thing for you to come out at the end. Exactly, Co Smurf. We don't always agree. This is not always about agreeing with each other. It's about having a debate. We are all on the same boat. We've all been through the pain. We all saw Tottenham Hotspur last season. We all felt it. We all were here at the same time. All of us, whether we get on or not, we all felt the pain. We all struggled. But one thing's for certain, we have that common bond. You know what I mean? We bleed red and we want Man United to be successful. And that's what we want, And we keep bumping into each other because we all want the same thing. We know each other basically behind the scenes, like distantly. We know each other. You know what I mean? Because we always come across each other. You know what I mean? And we're always talking about the same thing. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we get to the promised land eventually. That claimed Carrick is an like Ancelotti, which made me laugh so hard. I suppose, yeah, best not to support these idiots, mate. That's what they are at the end of the day. It's best not to support them. It's best not to support them. But big everyone who's supporting the channel, though, guys. I really appreciate you. Man United won. Manchester City won at the moment. Look, this half is got like slowly going past, isn't it? We've got about half an hour to go. This game does go to extra time, by the way, guys, and it does go to penalties as well. You know what I mean? It does go to penalties as well. Yeah. Big up everyone in the stream, guys. Really appreciate you all. Oh, good little bit of play that. I like that play. Great ball as well. Almost. That was a good bit of play in the midfield. Again, a goes foul, JDC. They're really pushing this Man City narrative, in this game. They're really pushing them in this game. Really pushing them in this game. Big up everyone, of course. Big up everyone watching as well. Big up everyone doing the watch along for this game as well. You know what I mean? Keeping it real. Keeping it real. You know what I mean? Come on, United. Come on. Got half an hour to go, guys. Exactly. Half an hour of the game to go. Big up everyone. Compose Smurf. We need to get as many good tactical coaches on the staff as possible around Carrick. Surround yourself with people who won't agree with you. Exactly. Well said. This is the thing, right? This is the problem with some players, isn't it, Compose Smurf? It's like, some players, they love to have smoke blown up their backside. They don't like to be told about the birds and the bees. They don't like being told no, basically, isn't it? I think this has been a problem. I really do. Kieran, it's very true. Kieran, end of the day, any Man United or any other club podcast go by news. None of them are sure what's going to happen, but neither can judge for each live their own style. It's just an opinion. Well, there's some people who, like me, was in the music industry for 20 years. And whilst I was in the music industry for 20 years, I got to know agents. I got to know people who, big agents who are responsible for very big players when I used to do gigs and events. Some of them would turn up for the events. So that's how I got to know them. So whatever I say is based on first-hand sources, and that's what I would say. So this is why I was the first one to break Patrick Dorgu on his channel. I was the first one to break Senny Lamans on this channel when nobody was talking about them players, by the way. And, it's unfair play to everyone who wants to do it. But I don't just go on, Cross comes in. I don't just go on Google and type down a player and then find him and say, oh, Man United going to sign. I actually do my research, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. And there's a lot of pretenders, but respect to anyone who does their thing. And that's what I would say about that at the end of the day. Sam. Aaron Donks from Bayern Munich he brought it to replace Steve Holland. I agree. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. I agree with that one. Exactly. Holland is getting overpraised by Man United fans. Really done much with Southgate. Yeah, look, I actually blame him more than I blame Southgate about the capitulation in some of those finals that England played in. Do you know what I mean? Which, a good tactical coach would have done better. City look better than us. Don't like this. They do look better than us, mate. I have to admit, especially this half. They look like they're dominating. You know, Mike Phelan was a good number 2, but not a good manager. True. So was Steve McLaren, and so was Carlos Queiroz. Carlos Queiroz was very good as well. He was a good number 2. You know what I mean? JDC, about Carrick's thing. I don't like we have reverted to a counter-attacking team. It's okay to counter-attack City, but we are playing counter-attack for him. That's the problem. Yeah, that's my concern as well, JDC. You know, we got to learn to be on the front foot. We got to learn to press a lot more potently, in my opinion. Absolutely. Okay, didn't know. Big up my friend. Big up Rajat. Chance for Man City, wide. Mike Phelan, Rennie Mullerstein were good coaches at Manchester United. They were, yeah. But I think, you know what? I think Carlos Queiroz was heavily underrated. I think Carlos Queiroz was really underrated. Absolutely underrated, my friend. I think what he did was he revolutionized Man United, so to speak, when he came. You know, he didn't get on with everybody. He didn't, but you know what? He was very tactically astute. You know, like he was a really good number 2, in my opinion. It was absolutely brilliant number 2. You know, absolutely brilliant number 2. Here come Man City again. And it's cleared away. It's cleared away by Manchester City. JDC and Kobe, he is currently will never be a possession team. His long passes is very limited. The thing with Kobe, man, he's still a very young player. He's got room for improvement, but as long as he knows he's got room for improvement, and that's the key. You know, you can have room for improvement, but not know you've got room for improvement, and that's the thing. You know, that's the key here. You know, you have to have room for improvement, and think that I'm not the finished article yet. I've got a lot to get better at, and I think that is one thing that I would urge Kobe Mane to. And I think if you saw the interview with Casemiro and Rio Ferdinand, this is what Casemiro said. He said basically that, you know, he's a very good player, good on the ball, but you know, as long as he knows he needs to work hard and he needs to get better. And I think that is one of the things, because a lot of players these days, they sign that contract and then they think they've made it. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, and they haven't, and that's the thing. I think we rushed into buying Højlund. Hope this United board listen and buy it and not do hesitant purchases. After all, we would have just under 300 million to spend and stuff. We should have more than that, Kieran. Much more than that. I've already worked it out. We get 200 million in revenue. We get 100 million from the Champions League. We get about 40 million from Rashford. We get 40 million from Rasmus Højlund. We're saving money on the books with Casemiro. We're going to be saving money on the players that we're going to be sending. Man United have got an estimated 500 million to spend. You know? And they're going to manipulate us to say they've got no money because they just want to put that money in their pocket. So we have to put the pressure on them. We absolutely have to put the pressure on them, you know? I'm hoping Hearts win the Scottish Premier League and beat Celtic. Unfortunately, with Hearts, guys, it'd be the first time anyone other than Celtic or Rangers have won the league since Alex Ferguson, of course, you know, at the end of the day, you know, after Alex Ferguson. And it'd be the first time. And what I would say is that they got very unlucky at the weekend. The handball after 98 minutes to Celtic, and they got the goal. They got to go away at Celtic, haven't they, for the final game of the season? Well, best of luck to Hearts and Midlothian. Best of luck to them. I wish them all the best. I like the football club. I wish them all the best, and hopefully they get what they want. 300 net after sales. Man United got 500 million to spend, mate. That's what they got. And don't be manipulated into thinking we've only got 300 million because Liverpool spent more than that. We've got more than Liverpool to spend. They're going to manipulate you because that's what Jim Ratcliffe, the billionaire, does. They manipulate. Playoffs. Final is on hold because of spying investigation. Yes, Southampton with spying. It's apparently they've been spying all season. It is the championship final is on hold, against Hull City. Apparently they're saying that they want to reinstate Hull back into the playoff final. Some madness going on there at the moment. Yeah. Don't understand why you would want to spy anyway. You know what I mean? Shouldn't need to do that. Someone replied to me. I was not like, I was like, Modric, just because I said Manu should not a sure shot a start after next season. It's a Glazer of different level. Some people have their favorite players and they can't move away from that. And this is the problem. There's player FC, isn't there? You know what I mean? You're entitled to that opinion. And at the end of the day, I agree. No one should be guaranteed a spot in this. Why should any one of these players be guaranteed a spot at Man United in the Man United team? Why should any of those players be guaranteed a spot? There's no, at the end of the day, I'm saying that no, but you know they might they might deserve it, they might not, but no one should be guaranteed a spot at Man United. None of them have earned the right, to be honest. Like you know, in regards to achieving things, winning things, and stuff. You know. Yeah, that's what I would say about that. But big up everyone. Hope you're enjoying the channel. Hope you like what you see, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Smash a like on the video as well. If you guys can do that for me, it'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you, every single one of you. Of course, guys. Big up everyone. Big up everyone in the stream, of course, guys. I hope you're all doing well, guys. Let me just see something. Much love to you all. Phil Foden watching on. Guys, just a little heads up. I am 1 subscriber at this very moment in time. I am 1 subscriber away from 14,000 subscribers, guys. Can I get to 14,000 subscribers by the end of this game? Can we do that, guys? We've got 20 minutes. We've got 20 minutes to get 1 more subscriber. Can I get 1 more subscriber? Come on, guys. That'd be great. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, guys. Big up everyone. And big up the great community of Stretford Post. Great community. Proper ball knowledge, mate. Proper ball knowledge. Proper ball savvy, guys. Absolutely. Big up everyone. My friend Kieran, every player should play off merit. Absolutely. One player does not make a team or win games. However, if a player can prove his worth, then yes, it should be a starter. Yes, it should be deserved. Exactly, Kieran. It should be deserved. Absolutely. 100% should be deserved. Every single player that plays well deserves to play. That's it. You know, I agree with that 100%. But no one at this moment in time, I'm looking at Man United at the moment, and I'm being honest, right? There's probably 1 or 2 players who should be guaranteed a spot in this team. That's it. But at this moment, let's take away Casemiro. I think Seny Lamans and Bruno Fernandes. For me, those 2 players, they should be in the team. Other than that, nobody else in this squad deserves it. You could make a case for Cunha, maybe a slightly. Dorgu, because obviously, but he's been injured and stuff like that. You can make a case for those, but nobody deserves it, in my opinion. Don, I thought you would pick up on who and how much we have got for sales. Yes, mate, it equates to 500 million, my friend, altogether with revenue. That's what it equates to, Don. I did say it. I know you don't want to believe it, but it is. I can give you a list and I can give you the details if you want. Do we think Pep is leaving or not? Interesting video going around of them finding some sort of goodbye. That's for Bernardo Silva, Composma. I found out that was for Bernardo Silva. It was not for Pep. Bernardo Silva's leaving at the end of the season, so it's not for Pep. Sam, Manchester City didn't want the FA Youth Cup final to be played at Old Trafford because of being exposed about their fans. I'm not saying that exactly. Exactly. But they haven't even sold out this stadium, mate. There's only 6,000 capacity in the stadium. They haven't even sold it out. So they've basically outed themselves as, you know, even worse. You know what I mean? Absolutely. 20 minutes to go, guys. We have been infected with player cults in the fan base, from Rashford to Manu, even Baleba. Baleba's a strong one at the moment. I mean, don't know why, but he's a very strong one. Pogba was one. Martial was another one. Yeah. There is quite a few of them, to be honest with you, those cults within the fan base, absolutely. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, there is quite a few of those ones. Yeah. Composed. Farewell to Bernardo and Stones. Makes sense. They've won a lot. Yeah. End of an era for them, isn't it, Composed Smurf? It's an end of an era. It's an end of an era for all of them, you know. Long may it not continue. Now, hopefully, Man United can start a new legacy. Hey, I'm really tired. You know, can I be honest, guys? I'll be honest, guys. Arsenal fans are doing my head in. I'll be honest, guys. Like, guys, I need to get away from Arsenal fans. I was on Don Hussam's channel earlier on, and we had Arsenal fans there. The ego, the arrogance, the smugness oozing from them is unrivaled, guys. It's unbelievable, man. My goodness me, the way they're talking, guys, is like they are some sort of guru of football. Like they've been winning serially trophies for the last 20 years. They are talking like, honestly, guys, it's so obnoxious. It's disgusting. It's Arsenal in particular. They're just going off the rails, man. I mean, nobody like puts you off a football team more than an Arsenal fan. They really do put me off Arsenal. Honest to God, I don't like Man City, right? But Arsenal really do put me off them. They really do put me off them. Do you know what I mean? Really do. Sam, Play FC should be gone from the club. It's like playing FIFA. I agree, Sam. Absolutely. It's all about the badge, my friend. The badge, this badge here. Manchester United. That's what it's all about, man. Our fan base will be insufferable when we win again. Our fan base will suffer when we win again because we've been so bad for so long and getting better banter from everyone. You know, when we were successful, Composed Smurf, I was kind of humble, you know. I'm really telling the truth. I was really humble. And I was kind of a guy who was quiet and I was very reserved. I was very complimentary to other teams, even if they failed. And now, since I've witnessed this last 10, 15 years, I'm going to be the most obnoxious. I'm going to be the most vocal, smug fan there ever is going to be. Trust me. And let me tell you something. Arsenal better not blow this league because what they've been talking all that rubbish to me and Man United fans, right? Because I guarantee you, if they went and won this league, the first team that will come out of their mouth, it's not going to be Spurs. It's not going to be Chelsea. It's not going to be City. It's not going to be Liverpool. It's going to be Manchester United. The first words that will come out of their mouth will be Manchester United. Those will be the first words that come out of their mouth. Trust me. Trust me. You know, and if they don't win this league, boy, they better watch out, man. They better watch. Burnley. Now, Pep Guardiola's promised Burnley, each Burnley player, a Rolex if Burnley win that game against Arsenal. Something to play for. Man United goalkeeper's on the floor. He's injured. Arsenal fan base on AFTV this season, everyone hates Arsenal. This is the thing. Everyone thinks we hate Arsenal. It's the fans. It's the fans. It's nothing to do with Arsenal Football Club. It's the bloody fans. Oh, no, they've scored. They almost scored. Oh, no, only joking. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. I'm just joking. Keeping the mood up. Kieran, and not forgetting, I actually saw a replay. I thought it was and forgetting with our UEFA Championship, our revenue will be much higher. Absolutely. And there is no sad reason here we can't spend too much on players. United are back. Just be consistent and ensure stays that way. Look, guys, there's a lot of people and there's a lot of manipulation around that Man United have only got 300 million to spend. Do not listen to a word of what they're saying. It is an absolute nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. Nonsense. You know, at the end of the day, that is the sort of down tooling and manipulation subconsciously in the, oh my goodness me, over hits the crossbar for Man City. And it's wide. My goodness me, Man City came very close. Man United need to wake up. They haven't really performed in the second half so far. We really do need to wake up. You know, Composed Smurf, I was humble too. I didn't give it out. I've learned my lesson in my... Me too, Composed Smurf. I learned my lesson. I promised myself. I said, when Man United are back, and let me tell you something, Composed Smurf, right? And hopefully we know each other by then. You know what I mean? I'm going to remember everything that I've been for this last 10, 15 years. Oh, boy, I'm going to remember every single moment of it because Man United will be back. Let me tell you, Man United will be back. We will be back. No doubt about that. Eric Harrison taught the class of 92 not to think they've made it. Yeah, exactly. Big up Eric Harrison, of course. Legend. Do you think Beth has some great takes or no? Some, yeah. Everyone does have a good take, but the clock is right twice a day, isn't it? That's what I would say. Yeah, fair play to her. She has some good ones. She has some bad ones. I think we all do, don't we? You know what I mean? I think in regards to our opinions on football is very strange because, you know, 1 minute you could be right, the next minute you could be wrong. And what I don't like is like if you judge something from a year ago and then that player is playing like a certain way a year ago, but then now they're playing badly, and then people hold it to you. Oh, you said that this player was good. We should sign this player. When actually they were playing well that time. You know, I don't like that sort of thing because hindsight's a beautiful thing at the end of the day, you know. Rajat, look like it's getting ready to play extra time. Don't want to jinx it, Rajat. We got extra time. When I'm Rajat, when I'm watching a game, more times than not, it's extra time. Believe it. How many AFCON games went to extra time? When I was doing the AFCON, how many of the games went to extra time? What I don't mind extra time, right? Right. Okay. I don't want it, but I don't mind extra time. But what I don't like is me putting through extra time. I want to see penalties. I want my patience to be rewarded. But this game, I want Man United to win, 100%. Arsenal team are not the same as one United, not envious of that they still haven't won anything under Arteta. Let's hope that they don't. But if they do win the league, I'm telling every single PSG fan out there, every single Parisian out there, do the world a favor. Save football. I'm looking you deep in the eye, PSG. All the PSG fans out there, do what teams have been doing for 150 years, beating Arsenal in Europe. Go and do it. Absolutely. So, come on. You know the Glazers are 20%. Is that all? They'll be taking a lot more than that, I think. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, this is why we always have to have high standards. This is why we always have to say, no. What about this, and this? That's what we need to do. Because if people say and they agree with everything that comes out of their mouth, they won't spend a penny, mate. You know what I mean? They won't spend a penny. So we have to be, Armour's coming off, by the way, the goal scorer. We have to hold them accountable, and we have to say, no, hold on. You got 100 million just for the Champions League here. We spent 200 million without Europe last summer. That's 300 million there. And then you're going to think about Rasmus, Casemiro, leaving the football club. Rashford, leaving the football club. Sancho, leaving the football club. Right? Ugarte, leaving the football club. Mason Mount, maybe, leaving the football club. Xerxes, maybe, leaving the football club. Work it out. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. You know what I mean? And this is the thing. Tyrone, I respect all of you YouTubers for putting your faces and views out there. It's not easy. It's not easy, Tyrone. Absolutely not. Unfortunately, though, you do get people who don't understand how difficult it is. And, one thing's for certain is that, YouTube content you have to have thick skin. You have to be really, really resilient in regards to the way you are, because people are going to mock you, laugh at you, and slander you. And that's what people do. It's the way it is. It's the way the world goes around. But, people like you, Tyrone, you're the reason that we do it. It's people like you. It's people you support. It's people like you who build these great communities. Do you know what I mean? And get us having a voice, and all of us having a voice ultimately. You know what I mean? Because that's what I believe in. So I really appreciate you, Tyrone. It's good to see you again. I haven't forgotten you, man. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. And big up everyone who's back. I mean, I haven't seen Composed Smurf for a while. It's good to see Composed Smurf back, and seeing good people, and that's it. Alex, Burnley to win at the Emirates. Wow. Can you imagine that happened, Alex? Can you imagine the outcry? Can you imagine? Wouldn't it be typical, though, Burnley win at the Emirates and Man City can't beat Bournemouth? That would be typical. My goodness me. One thing I will tell you guys, let me tell you that, and I'm not being arrogant, and I'm not being because I'm a Man United fan, right? I'm not saying this because I'm a Man United fan. If Man United were competing with this Arsenal team, Man United will win the league. If Man United were competing with this Arsenal team, Man United will win the league. If this Arsenal team was in the 90s, this Arsenal team wouldn't come close to the league. They'll come 10th to 15th. They're that bad, Hey, Sal, did you see in Bay of an African, he is leaving PSG next season due to game time? I saw him, brilliant player. There's a couple of players that caught my eye. There was a couple for Algeria. There was one player that played for Mali on the left wing, whose name is Diakate. Brilliant. I was so impressed with the AFCON. I actually enjoyed it myself. I really enjoyed it, JDC. I enjoyed the AFCON. Obviously, the controversial things that happened at the end of the tournament were a little bit sus, but I enjoyed the African nations, and I enjoyed my scouting mission. I saw a lot of players there that I thought would be good at Man United. Absolutely. I thought there was a couple of defenders for South Africa as well that, I've got them written down somewhere. I've got them all written down, and hoping that Man United make a move for them. I've got a secret though. I've got a secret. I've got someone at the football club. Trust me. So I do let him know. If I see someone and I know, and then, I'll let him know, but yeah. The less I say about the better. Anyway, big up everyone in the stream. Don't forget to smash the like, guys. Have we reached 14,000 subscribers yet, guys? I'm going to check. We need to reach 14,000 subscribers whilst we are on the stream. Cross comes in for Man United. Well cleared away. We've got 7 minutes of this game to go, guys. It's still 0-0. We're still 1-1, excuse me. Still 1-1. Raja, even Tony Pulis was disrespecting Martin Micheltan. Wow, to hear that from him, bloody hell. Raja, I mean, imagine getting criticized by Tony Pulis. He don't know Tony Pulis ball. Who's he think he is? Tony Pulis ball is only for me. I am the goat of Tony Pulis ball. I mean, imagine that. I mean, if Tony Pulis is calling you out, you might as well retire. You might as well give it up. If Tony Pulis is mocking you and criticizing, you might as well give it up. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. These flopper, big up JDC. Yeah. Big up JDC. Big up everyone in the stream, guys. Really appreciate you all. Go on, win the ball back. Well played, well played. Good play. Who's the number 15 there? He looks quite pretty decent. I'm going to see. Big up everyone. Yeah, one thing I would say about social media, and I say it about everything in life. I say it about everything in life. The one thing I would say about social media in general, guys, is that you're never going to please everyone. In life in general, you're never going to please everyone. We're human beings. We're all full of different experiences in life and stuff like that. You're never going to make everyone happy. You know, some people want Carlos Baleba. Some people want Alex Scott. Some people want Angelo Stiller. Some people want Lamine Camara. So it's all different opinions. You know, but as we said earlier in the show, as long as we have the goal of all wanting the same thing at the end of the day. But unfortunately, there are people out there who cannot take different opinions from themselves. And that's the thing, you know, and yeah, you know, it's crazy. Kieran, Bernie win, and I swear I'm South African, and I will dance absolutely naked with red and white paint spots and bottles. Big up, my friend. I will have a bunch of bottles here. Big up South Africa, by the way. Much love. Much love. Great Man United community there. Like I would have all the bottles there. I would have all the bottles at the top everywhere. I'd have them everywhere. I'll actually, you know what? You know who's missing a good business opportunity here? A soft drink company. You know that? You know, I mean, Arsenal should be sponsored by a soft drink company. It'd be really funny. You know what I mean? Definitely. Sam, Toby is a good friends with Mick McCarthy, who's from Barnsley. Yeah, a former Ireland manager, of course. Yeah, former Ireland manager, you know. Alex, Palace to win versus Arsenal and silence Eze. I would love that to happen, my friend. Absolutely. Don, it's all about opinions. Absolutely. Yes. None of us are the oracle of football. And this is, some people don't think that. They don't have this in their head. They think that they're the be all and end all. So if they know so much about football, why don't they predict the results at the weekend, next weekend? Because they don't know the results at the weekend, do they? And that's what I would say, you know, at the end of the day. Some of us work in it. I work in football. I've worked in football my whole life. You know, I've been around the world watching Man United. I've been on a plane with Man United, Turkish Airlines, with the team. You know, so some of us, you know, have been in football a long time. Some of us have been watching football from all different countries, whether that be Hearts of Oak in Ghana, or whether that be Orlando Pirates in South Africa, or FC Tokyo in Japan. Some of us actually have, you know, studied football and stuff like that, you know. But even that, it's a chance of Man City. My goodness. 2-1. Bloody hell. I didn't read Loki's comment. Oh man, absolutely sod We weren't playing well, guys. To be honest with you, we were giving Man City too much respect, guys. We're giving Man City too much respect. We were letting them play. Yeah, Pep's there. There's Pep there, and now they got cramp. Man United now, look, all of them got cramped now. They're all going to go down now. Here we go. The Man City thing they're going to do. Coca-Cola, absolutely, Alex Wong. Damn. They should sponsor them, absolutely. 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 Sal, maybe Pepsi or Coca-Cola can create a new flavor called Arsenal. Absolutely. Smells like bitter tears. Smells like bitter tears. That's what it smells like. Bitter tears. You know. Big up everyone in the stream, guys. Thanks so much. Disappointed, guys. And guys, we reached the number. Thank you, everyone, for 14,000 subscribers. I really appreciate you. Thank you, guys. You absolute legends. Thank you for 14,000 subscribers. I've only been around 1 year doing live content. I used to do pre-recorded content before, guys, but I've only been around just over a year doing live content. So it means a lot, guys. We've jumped leaps and bounds. And thank you, everyone who continues to support the channel. You're absolute legends. It's Heskey who got the goal, by the way, for Man City. Emil Heskey's son. Sam, we are playing 12:30 on Sunday against Nottingham Forest at Old Trafford. 3:30 for me, Sam. 3:30 for me. 3:30 for me. Prime loser is Arsenal team. Please don't beat Paris. They won't. They won't. Pray they won't. Guys, we need to do a generational hate along. You know that. A generational hate along on the 30th of May. You know. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Marky Mike. It's people like you who make it possible, mate. It's people like you who make it possible. Thank you so much. And everyone in the stream, guys. Really appreciate you. Loki, why are we part of the Bus Academy in football? Why are we part of the Bus? I don't know, Loki. I think we have been a little bit, I mean, Darren Fletcher-esque, should I say. Dare I say it? Darren Fletcher-esque. I don't think Darren Fletcher is a good manager. I'll be honest. Having watched briefly Darren Fletcher in those 2 games he had at Man United, he almost destroyed us in 2 games. Alex, well, he knocked us out the FA Cup. 2 of the world's biggest bottlers in our and Coca-Cola, absolutely. Man United making some changes here. Let's see what Man United can do. Can Man United come back here? Jai is coming off. The Jai is coming off. Come on, United, man. Come on, lads. Chin up. Come on. Let's go and get a goal, man. Let's go and get a goal. Thank you so much, Kieran, and welcome to the channel. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. It means a lot. It does really mean a lot. I'm just a humble lad from Leytonstone in East London. That's where I'm from. No, that's all I am. And thank you so much for your support. And really appreciate everyone who supports the channel. I really do. It means a lot to me. Thank you for 14,000. Yeah, we jumped quite a lot this last 2 days. It's been great, you know. It's been amazing. Marky Mark, I was just about to say Darren Fletcher ball. It's Darren Fletcher ball. I mean, if those are people who watched the game against Burnley, against Brighton and Hove Albion in the FA Cup, would know how poor we were. You know what I mean? And we should have got carried straight away. We really should have. It's not hate along. It's really along because no one really likes Arsenal. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We need to do an epic watch along for them, though. We really do. We need to do an epic watch along for Arsenal, definitely. You know, they can't win the chat. Look, guys, people can win the league. Leicester won the league. It can happen, right? Teams don't perform, they win the league. Fair enough. Okay, great. Congratulations. But do not let them win the Champions League, PSG. I'm telling you right now. Chance. Oh, saved. Ah, man. Do not let them win the Champions League. Do not let Arsenal win the Champions League. I'm telling you now, I have been around watching football for nearly 40 years. And Arsenal never won a Champions League. The most they got was a Cup Winners' Cup, which doesn't exist anymore. If they win the Champions League, guys, I would have to block the word Arsenal from every single social media page everywhere. I would have to. I would have to go in hiding, quite literally go in hiding. Do you know what I mean? It'd be awful. Thank you, Kieran. Really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Newcastle United fans want us to lose against West Ham on Sunday so that Tottenham Hotspur get relegated. Well, Newcastle United fans want to lose against West Ham. They won't, though. They won't. They're a professional team. They won't. But I think West Ham will win. I'm doing a watch along for that, guys. So don't forget to join me for that one. I will be doing the watch along for that one after the Man United game. I'll be doing the Newcastle United game, and then I'm doing the Tottenham game and Man City game on the Tuesday. I think it is. It's Chelsea against Tottenham, massive, and then it's obviously Bournemouth against Man City at the same time at the same day on Tuesday. You know, come on, United. Only how long left? 2 minutes gone. Only 4 minutes of injury time. Bloody come on. Come on, United. Yeah, that's it. On the wing. Get the ball in. Get the ball in the box. Chance. Oh. 1 minute to go. Oh, man. Unlucky, lads. Unlucky. Chin up, lads. Chin up. Come on. Chin up. Don't worry about it. Live to fight another day, man. Live to fight another day. Definitely. Kieran, if Arsenal win the Champions League, you'll never hear the end of it. I mean, it'd be beyond 2040. Yeah, it'd be beyond 2040. It'd be way beyond. They're talking about for our next 100 years. And then here comes City again, wasting time. Wasting time, Man City. Sitting on the floor, waste time. Sit on the floor, waste time. God, they're a boring football team, isn't it? They're a really boring football team. You know, they really are. They really are a boring football team. Big up, everyone. Take the goal kick. Goal get taken. Come on, United. Have we got one more chance in us? The game's almost over now. The game's almost over. UEFA don't want this league lifting their trophies. Yeah, it's true. I'm going to be supporting PSG all the way in the final, more than I supported any other football club apart from Man United. For one day only, I will be supporting PSG strongly. I'll be hoping they win because it's not worth it, man. Trust me. I look back at the Champions League final in 2006 when Arsenal lost against Barcelona, and I think it was one of the best things to happen because I imagine they won that, you know, and I think it's the best thing that happened. We cannot let them win that Champions League, guys. I go on other people's channels with Arsenal fans. I'm on Don Hussam's channel quite often. You know what I mean? And we have Arsenal fans. I am going to, look, guys, I would urge people to tune into Don Hussam, right? Watch the show today when I was on. Watch the Arsenal fan. Just watch him. He's a great guy, right? But when they talk about Arsenal, it's like, what are we doing? Real Madrid ego, man. Should Manchester United look at Kevin from Fulham? Yeah, good. There's a couple of good players at Fulham at the moment. They always do have a couple. Remember, we got Louis Saha from them. Louis Saha, not Wilf. Louis. Come on, United, man. We got one more chance. Get that ball into the box. Come on. Come on. Get that ball into the box, guys. Let's get that ball into the box. Do the favor. Do the damn thing. Do the damn thing. Guys, don't forget I'm live every single morning, 7 a.m. UK, guys, every single morning for Breaking Dawn. Here come United. Come on, big chance. Big chance. Go on, chance. Kikino. Oh, my God. Massive chance. Get it in. Get the ball in. Come on. Another chance for United. This is what we should have been doing in the bloody first place. Come on. We're 2 minutes beyond the allocated 94 minutes. Come on. This is it. Good cross, that one. Oh, no. This is it, man. They've lost this one, it looks like. Game over. Manchester City win by 2-1, guys, in this Youth FA Cup final, guys. Congratulations to Manchester City. Commiserations to Manchester United. We live to fight another day. Unlucky, lads. But one thing we learned from that game is that, you know what, you got to go for it at the beginning. We were very pragmatic, I felt, in a lot of that game, guys. Absolutely. You know, big up, General. What's going on, my friend? Are we doing well? No one was there with the seed second balls. Absolutely. Yeah. We looked a little bit disjointed. We looked a bit negative throughout the game. I don't know why we looked so negative. We looked so out of sorts. I don't know why. We played so much better than that during the youth season this season. But, you know, this is what happens in the FA Cup, isn't it? This is what happens in cup competition. You know, you could be playing well all season and then, you know, it comes to that. It comes to the final and then, boom, that's it, guys, you know. Sad, but Man United have lost this game, guys, unfortunately. A lot of those players will learn. Sometimes you learn a lot from defeat. I know that sounds a little bit cliche, and I don't want to hear that, but sometimes you learn a lot from defeat. Sometimes don't you guys? You do learn a lot from defeat. But yeah, Manchester City are the FA Youth Cup champions of 2026. Congratulations to them, guys. Guys, I want to say thank you for everyone who's joined me today, and also the guys who've helped me get to 14,000 today. I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Smash a like on the video, why don't you, as well? Let's get those likes up. Also, guys, put your notifications on. Whenever I go live, you know what? You would know about it, and I do go live quite a lot. Mateus Fernandes needs to improve one-on-one scoring against goalkeepers. He will. He's still young. Yeah, I like Mateus Fernandes, though. I really would. I would love him as a signing at Man United. I really would love Mateus Fernandes as a signing at Man United. I would, absolutely. Heinrich Larsson, Kamal Smurf, Save Football in 2006. Yeah, Heinrich Larsson's a legend, mate. Absolute legend. You know, with Heinrich Larsson, right? He came at Man United too late in his career. But you see when he was on loan at Man United, how good he was, his movement off the ball. He got into those positions. He was brilliant. Imagine Man United signed him younger when he was younger. What a player. Evening, Sean. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome. Commiserations to all the great Man United fans out there. Sorry we lost today, guys. Sadly, I couldn't bring a win. We couldn't bring a win today. Sadly, guys, we couldn't bring a win today. But yeah, again, guys, thank you everyone who's joined me. Guys, I'm out. I'm in the UAE, so I'm 3 hours ahead of the UK. So thank you everyone who's joining me today. I appreciate you all. Don't forget to smash a like, guys. Subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to join me tomorrow morning, why don't you? For all the latest Manchester United news every morning, breaking dawning. And I'll join you there, 7 a.m. UK. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow. I'm also doing another watch along as well. So keep your notifications on, and I'll keep you updated with the YouTube. Anyway, see you soon, guys. Thank you so much. Take it easy. Peace.